Again, last time, you guys were chased through the hills by a horrific monster, spent some time in the town of Searchlight, exploring and recovering and getting scammed, and you were on the line with the Arcanum to get some information about what they called a Stakini. You were telling us about that. Well,
Yes. Yeah, it's a Stagini, according to legends and folklore. It's an ancient, it's ancient magic that is used to create an undead creature, a sort of vampiric monstrosity that, after feeding, regurgitates its guts out, and so long as those guts remain whole, it is immortal. It only functions during the night.
mm-hmm.
And it can apparently be controlled somehow. Not native to this region. It's native more from the south, I think. Florida, I want to say. I didn't write that down. But
Something in that
not
area.
from this particular area, so it's strange to meet one here. The guy, Timotheus was his name, suggests that we try and find, it's most likely a native, an Indian, sort of Native American shaman or a magic user who's probably just training a protege. Like, they don't move in large communes or communities because this is sort of a dark magic kind of thing, so people wouldn't be too happy with it. So likely not a big community. We told them about the creatures that we saw as the guard, and he was like, "Oh, it sounds like a skinwalker." So apparently there's probably overlap between those, like a Native American skinwalker or a shaman turned skinwalker, which sort of thing that has created this. During the chase, Victor used his pinpoint ability and got enough successes to sense a lair or an object that this creature is tied to, as well as the direction. And we got a direction of somewhere to the north of the area where we were attacked, and he saw a brief glimpse of intestines in the bowel. So I think that led us to, was it Nelson or something like that? A city, township to the north.
Yes,
and there's a
small
ghost town version
to
of
the north.
Yes.
Town of Nelson, which was similar to the road you were following before.
Yeah. And it seems to connect because the gangs that we eavesdropped were also like, some were at an abandoned road to between Nelson and, was it Loveland,
yes.
where they were operating kind of somewhere on that stretch, it appears.
Yes, that stretch is also in between there.
Yeah. So, our next step is to figure out where there is a ghost town Nelson, and then there's the inhabited town Nelson, and we're kind of still chasing loose ends as to who we're really looking for, and we are aware that they have seen us on this location, though they might not suspect us yet too much. But if we go poking around in Nelson, they might put two and two together.
Yes. So, long story short, you know that you are looking for a group of suspicious people in that area.
Yes.
You roughly know one or two clues of things you are looking for, and when in doubt, you always have your sensory abilities to find something.
Yep.
With that, you could just go there and look around, and you know roughly that you are safe during the day from that creature. With that in mind, I would expect you to have some sort of plan for dealing with this. Of course, the simplest would be you simply drive over there and start poking around and asking people questions.
Yep.
That's pretty much what I got.
All right.
Also, we were asked to get rid of most of the intestines, but take some of them into a cooler, so that the Arcanum folks can then investigate them.
Yes, because I
poke
believe they
around.
said on the phone that they were worried about this becoming some sort of artificial new cryptid vampire menace, potentially.
Yes.
But who knows really what's going on? They are also working with hearsay.
Yeah.
So, that, I'll just say that in case of doubt, Peter is in control, but otherwise it is your problem to solve.
Right.
You have a mystery, you have a location, you have your tools that you have available. How do you want to handle this?
Viimeis kun pelattiin...
What?
Yes.
Sorry.
I think he was talking to someone in the background.
He was probably talking to his kid, wasn't he? Yeah, fair enough.
Probably.
Yes, Peter's in charge. So. Yes.
Tough to say. Should we go to the abandoned Nelson first? Just check it out.
I mean, if you look at the map, it's gonna be like a... I think they're pretty much on top of each other. Let's just...
Pretty
Yeah.
effectively, yes.
Yeah,
To be fair, if I was holding a coven of vampire summoning skinwalkers, I would probably have my base there, but I would probably... I mean, depends
why?
on
Is it spooky?
what ghost... Well, no, it's remote.
Yeah. That's the
name
point.
Ghost Town
It's
sort of
spooky.
indicates that there aren't that many people in there. Although if you
And,
can look like anyone, then...
Is
You
it
know
like
what we
a...
could do? We could
Is it
do
like
a
in
video.
like a law for them? Is it like a code or something that we headquarters spooky place?
You're free to just move around during the day, so I'll say that initially you head over to the Nelson Ghost Town.
Yeah.
Getting there will reveal that much of this has been turned into a tourist attraction more than anything else.
Aww.
Figures.
Yeah, that's not very spooky.
A handful of buildings that have been decorated in ye old-timey looks and tools from the time in an attempt to create a little bit of a theme park. 2 bits a gander to look at the old tools, some left from the Civil War, some just tools from the area because these are outdoor motors for a lake that is, from what I understand, nowhere nearby. It's just the Colorado, a whole bunch over here. I'm pretty sure they didn't have diesel motors in cowboy times.
Sure.
The store itself is run by a... Let's see if I can pull him up. A man will be there to answer any questions that you might have.
Victor does ask that as we walk around, that Pex uses his discern, because we don't really have to do that much digging if you can find the presence of skinwalkers.
Sure thing.
That is true, but
That already
remember
is
that
an alarm.
your discern, except for, clear illusions, doesn't really reveal anything supernatural the way that your second sight normally does.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, it does let him pierce through
Yes,
disguises
yes.
like this.
It disguises, it removes. But if you are looking at, a man that can do magic, and he's just standing there as a man, then you're not going to be able to look at him and be like, aha, I can tell you can do magic.
I mean,
it tells you
Right,
some, but not quite the same.
you might
way
notice that a
second
hand
sight
laid
does.
on a desk leaves no heat impression, that a person's eyes don't dilate with changing light, or that being simply
Isn't that what second
a
sight
being
does?
simply doesn't breathe. No, this is
Okay.
discern.
All right, then you
Second
judge
sight is like-
things accurately. It's always so
Yeah,
fucking hard to tell what discern does and doesn't do.
Yeah. Like second sight is more you get a feel that something's wrong, like a foul odor or something. But discern is like I pierce through, like they see
I
accurately.
judge truth as it is. All right. Like,
Yeah,
I know
it's
both
like it's the more
effectively are
powerful.
just... Yeah, both are effectively just, hey, DM, give me some clues.
Yeah.
I look at the man. I use C special thing. Okay.
It's two similar powers, but
Yes.
different.
Reveals
I know, we have
creatures
this
that use
conversation every
magic
time.
to hide, that disguise themselves in unassuming forms, or that are simply not human or alive, but it does not reveal the true nature of those beings.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, I'll know this thing isn't alive.
You get an exclamation mark over its head, but no details.
Yeah.
But a human who can do magic is something
But
you wouldn't
it
know
also
unless they are using
this is a
that
little
magic.
contradictory because it's like does not reveal the true natures of those beings, but exposes the features that identify those creatures.
Right. Well, it doesn't tell you this is a zombie. You're like, no, this guy's rotting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you see the guy is rotting.
It's
and with the
not.
vampire,
It's
you
not
see
a
his
Final
big
Fantasy
fangs.
scan where that gives you name, abilities, HP bar, everything's like
Right.
no.
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
Yes. It's not, I use discern. What is his HP?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you see a rotting dude, you don't know what it is, but this side, like you can see what it is.
You are told about noteworthy
Well,
details.
let's see how many minutes I get.
That is important.
I get 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. As you
You run
immediately
through the
look around the obvious.
Mhm.
As you do a quick little jog through the town itself does not seem to have anything in particular that catches your eye. And as you enter the main store, this man behind the counter, trying to get you interested in the local history and a little tour of the place in exchange for a small fee, also does not register as anything other than a middle-aged man trying to get by with the small tourist attraction he managed to scrape together. But you do seem like you are definitely from out of town, though you don't strike him as tourists.
Well, of course,
What
of
sort
course.
of
Thank
aura
you.
are you trying to give?
Should we go in? Yeah, Peter's in control, right? So
Yes.
Yeah.
you know how we're going
You
in.
lead the pack.
With the camera straight to the guy's face. Oh, you don't mind me recording this, do you? It'll bring tourists here too.
Yeah, sure.
It's exposure. I'm an influencer.
As he sort of puts it,
I get 50% off.
No, not 50% off. That's the payment, right? An exchange of services.
as long as you buy some of the stuff from the store, sure thing. You can take all the videos you want for your little channel.
Nice. It's not that little though.
I'm
Not to be
sure.
heard.
I got at least 25.
Would you like a t-shirt? I'm sure it'll look great in your videos.
Looks at them. Oh, yeah. Maybe my niece could get one, and he buys a little girl t-shirt.
A size small.
Uh,
The size
S
small
or
are the same
XS,
price as the larger ones.
Sure, but I don't want to have any excuse to actually have to wear it.
Well, aside from the fact that you could probably squeeze into the small. He just wears it as a fucking crop top.
No, that's Victor's job.
But yes, you buy that and maybe one or two of the other little trinkets he shoves in your hands and tells you that would be a really good idea and would look great on the video.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, he does not have some sort of great skill to shove all sorts of stuff in your hands, and you manage to make sure you don't buy anything unnecessary, nor does anything in particular catch your eye, though I will check. No, nothing noteworthy here will catch your eye. If we go back to the town itself real quick, and this looks like it has lots of oddities, like for some reason stripped airplanes nearby. Like, fucking why? What happened here? There are many questions, and you're given a story for each of them.
Since we are poking around and Pex is... How well has Pex outlined what his power can and cannot do? Like, do we know the differences between your power and second sight? Like, do we know that you can't sense things that aren't disguises? Like,
I'm pretty sure we'll discuss this, like what I saw, what you saw.
Considering that we have this discussion almost every session as to exactly what it does, I'm going to go ahead and assume we have a clear idea as players.
Okay. Right. So yeah, because if you're using your eyes, then I suppose Victor's, because your thing can't sense the presence of stuff like, I guess, magic. If it isn't used for disguising, you can't just see the ripples or shit. So
I mean, I can see these guys.
Yeah. But if it's like, let's say, a magic charm or something that's keeping people away, sort of thing, that isn't exactly a disguise, just a discouragement.
Yeah, no. That kind of shit. This is only for creatures, I believe.
Yeah. So to supplement that, I guess Victor is going to use his second sight to sort of try and perceive the things that your discern cannot.
Just additionally, to really make sure.
Yeah. I'm down to 2 conviction.
All right. 2 things. One, I am weirded out that there's a photo of a payphone here, as if a payphone is a relic from a bygone era. Which I suppose it kind of is, just not that much of a bygone era.
Well,
For Superman.
Nearing 2000, Finland got a call from EU being concerned that the amount of telephone booths per capita was extremely low in Finland.
In 2000.
Of course, yeah. By 2000-ish, Finland had, Nokia making cell phones for us, so no need for telephone booths anymore. But EU was ready to pay a subsidy to get us get our telephone booth per capita up. So there's a little bit of a tidbit of a bygone era.
Yeah. And secondly,
That was almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So, bygone era.
2000 was 26 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I've taken physical damage from that realization.
It's 25 years.
Well, yeah. For some reason, I keep thinking recently it's 2026. But the year is
it's almost there.
Almost over.
Almost, yeah.
That's the second thing that's been doing physical damage to me. Like, oh, it's 2020. Oh, God, the year's almost over. But, yes. You, with your second sight, will do a quick once-over of the town. And while you don't see anything in particular that immediately pings as odd to you, at some point, right as your second sight is sort of, at the end of its limit, maybe as everyone is about to sort of say, like, well, I'm pretty sure there's nothing here, we've checked it up and down, nothing in the immediate area, you do get a sensation that you see something in the brush moving a bit in the distance. I don't see the picture I had for it anywhere. No.
Is it the cactus kid?
As you think you see a cactus, it's pretty far away, but you're pretty sure you see a cactus just sort of ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding, moving in the brush at the edge of town.
Yeah. I start briskly walking towards it.
Yeah. You start briskly walking towards it, and once there, roll me a... what's the best one for this? Perception and...
Awareness for supernatural...
You know what, that's fair. Yeah, perception awareness.
Oh, not that I have it, but... I really need to put points into that. I imagine at this point, most of us would start having awareness at least 1 point, because...
You should probably put a level into that. But then, putting your first level into it's actually pretty difficult. 1. Yeah. With that, you will confirm your suspicion that, you're pretty sure you saw it here, but there's a lot of cacti in the area. But... yeah, you check in your mind and you sense and you check the tracks. There's tracks of this creature now.
Okay,
they look like cat tracks with some additional spiky bits in them. But you are certain that it was here.
Yep.
In fact, you take a look at those tracks, and there's another smaller set of them, sort of right there with it.
Aww. I take photo of those tracks just to add to my my lawn cactus cat. Has a baby. Yep. A bit disappointed we didn't find what we're looking for, but happy that we found something. Victor returns to the party, looking somewhat satisfied.
Yes. Also, the ghost town of Nelson, here at the El Dorado Canyon mine tours, seems like it's overall very small, just a tiny remnant that was used as sort of the in-between point, as you are informed, of a whole bunch of mines that are in the area during the gold and silver rush, as they were busy digging up all sorts of things here. The area has also been used for a few other things that are not open to the public, as there are some just, industrial storages and some miscellaneous buildings in the area, some of them abandoned, many of them completely in disrepair.
And if we go around poking around them, we don't find or see anything.
But yes, if you go around with your second sight, you will definitely not find anything in the immediate area.
Okay.
But it's definitely a starting point. It also crosses the ghost town off your list, as it seems to simply be a tourist attraction. However, you are informed about some things in the area. You're told that the town of Nelson itself is little more than a dozen or so houses built there, and a trailer park, as well as a place where a bunch of cars are gathered for disassembly and repair. There are multiple attempts in the area for tourist attractions, such as the Vegas glamping location at Lucky Jim's camp, or the Copper Cache Trail, but much of it is simply pointed to as tourist attraction from people from Vegas. I suggest if you actually are interested in going into the desert, then you just shouldn't, because there's almost nothing out there unless you really know where to look.
Yeah.
The odds of someone just stumbling into the desert and finding something interesting is almost nothing, and you would not be the first tourist to end up hurt or missing because of it.
Yeah. Also, we know that roughly in this area there is a vampire owl thingy that probably has our scent, so we don't want to be out in the desert alone in the night.
Yes, well, that is certainly something you want to avoid. With that in mind, as soon as it starts getting dark, you probably want to start thinking, okay, back to the car, back to wherever the fuck we're staying, which was always Vegas, which is less than an hour away from here, so
Yeah.
you should be fine.
Yeah. Victor's at
Yo.
least of the mind that we don't sleep in this area because we are more than likely within the reach of that creature, so
Check this place real quick.
wouldn't risk staying here and being attacked even in a building or something.
It's weird how many cars are parked in this area for a place that's supposedly completely abandoned.
But
Like I said, one or two places.
as we are in that ghost town tourist thing, Victor does ask, leaning to Peter's discoveries in the casino, he puts on a sort of, I don't want to say performance, but he will seemingly be very excited about, ooh, in Vegas, we heard there are desert witches who can read your fortune and stuff like that. Like, I'm totally a Leo, so I would really want like a real witches readings kind of vibe.
Give me charisma empathy.
Okay.
Wait, you're a Leo? And I've been hanging around you for so long.
He's like, ew, I'm a Scorpio. I hate Leos.
Well, that's where we get along, kitten. Empathy. Okay, here we go. Ding, ding.
0 successes.
Yes, not a botch.
Not a botch. You ask around, but you strike him as just some tourist. And you're like, yeah, no, there's nothing really interesting around that you'd be interested in.
Yeah.
In fact, can I interest you in this fantastic collector's set of real dug-up mine gold?
Nah. It doesn't radiate an aura.
I mean, I don't know if you would even at that point still be looking with your second sight, but yes, considering that nothing radiated an aura in this place. One of the old outboard motors, maybe.
Yeah, no, he goes into the hippie talk, like leaning into some of his occult readings. He goes into it does and sort of into the hippie or stuff of, it doesn't radiate the right vibes, the aura is wrong, it doesn't really have one, I don't really need it, it'll ruin the feng shui whatever in my room. As a player, I'm not really that familiar with the terminology, but he launches into that with his
right.
His occult vocabulary of
some people take astrology very seriously.
Yes, and Victor at the moment is portraying at least to be taking it very seriously to sort of enhance the art. No, I really wanted to see the witches, but that's it.
I mean, in World of Darkness, considering how much of all sorts of magic is true, statistically speaking, there should be some truth to it.
Yes. Oh, speaking of, this is something more about generally. Do you know Aleister Crowley?
Are you asking the guy or me?
You, the storyteller.
I know of Aleister Crowley.
Right, because I think that would be one of Victor's. How available would his books be? Because I imagine that would be something that Victor would have dug into pretty early because he's easy to find and he's a relatively famous occultist, so... When we were talking about one of his sources and stuff like that.
I imagine he would be famous in the thing too. So...
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the big difference is in that in World of Darkness, he would, actually have secrets of the occult.
Right. We were just. I was thinking we were talking about the sources, and it's always the internet. So I was thinking, well, that is a pretty renowned occultist who has written books. I was like, maybe that could be like a source that Victor goes to for his occult knowledge for some things. So just so it's not always, I don't know, I go to Reddit.
Yeah. Yes.
Sort of thing.
The collection of occult works that Crowley has written and referenced and is referenced by are at least a well-known resource for those that study the occult.
Yeah. Okay,
of course,
cool.
much of it is useless garbage that requires esoteric knowledge just to decipher. But because of the setting and because of your abilities, you can pierce the veil, as it were, and go, oh, this is what he was actually talking about. This is something that can actually be used somewhere. Of course, that'll depend on the topic, your occult role. I'm not going to lay out now, like, this is stuff you know about, because that would be...
No, yeah, but it's just to add more to the why he has 3 points in occult, as opposed to just, oh, Reddit.
Yes, that's fine. It is something you studied and a guy you know about. In fact, let me just add Mr. Crowley to stuff you know about and are connected to. Although I would need to double check what exactly Crowley's lore is in World of Darkness. Wouldn't surprise me if it's like, oh yeah, he's a hack that doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Or the leader of the underground vampire
also
colony.
Possible.
Yeah. Well, he was more into magic and sort of stuff, so I don't know, maybe he's a hedge mage circle leader or something, but yeah.
Who knows? Or a loon that was hired specifically to put everyone on the wrong track.
Could be.
Damn it, now I need to look that up. Because if you're like, oh, there's definitely not a thing for that, like, no, absolutely there is. Okay, yeah, of course there is.
Nice.
So, let me... You know what? Give me an intelligence occult roll while we're on the topic.
Okay. Intelligence occult. 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, so first off, why don't you tell me what you know about Aleister Crowley IRL?
Well, I do know that he is, well, like I said, in occult, into the occult stuff. Henson, I haven't read his works, but I know he was a practitioner of magic, so to speak, and rituals. And in one of the book series that I read, they have a system of dark magic where people can basically steal life force through sex, and that was apparently his work, at least according to the author.
Mm-hmm.
So theories like that, that's mostly of what I know. I just know the name, that he was a pretty renowned occultist, but I haven't really read his works as such.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's focus on what it is in this universe and what you would know about him. So, you as a student, Samuel Victor Harris, of the occult, studying the works of Crowley in some detail, would quickly come to the realization that he was in fact a schizophrenic madman with ramblings of all sorts of things that could not possibly be true. At least that is what people would think at the time, as it would then quickly be revealed that he had some sort of weird future knowledge. And when you put 2 and 2 together about a bunch of clues that you read later, you strongly suspect that Crowley might have in fact been a vampire, or at least got turned at some point in his life. You're not exactly sure what type, if there are clearly defined types, But due to all of the talking of magic that he has, you suspect that he has some knowledge of what is in the occult called blood magic. And that he was apparently in several fights with other societies, which would then be other vampires, maybe, probably, depending on how you read his work, in sort of a political struggle. And that at the end of World War I, all of his activities and shenanigans and all of those rivalries just sort of disappeared as if they went invisible. You are aware, as fringe knowledge, that some other organization apparently assassinated him and insisted that they killed him, but he has also been spotted alive in other places, allegedly. But it makes him quite the odd figure, with a whole bunch of schizophrenic ramblings in places, but that also hold much hidden knowledge if you were to be able to decipher them.
Nice.
Of course, that is only because, you have secret knowledge that allows you to see past the veil. To everyone else that were to study him, he is exactly as he is in the real-world history books.
Yeah. A drug-using madman and...
Yeah. And as far as you, Victor Harris, knows, in this world, that is still the case for at least a large chunk of his life. And then suddenly he got way crazier.
Something fell off of his eyes and he started seeing what's real.
Pretty much. And who knows, maybe he's still around. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. I mean, there is a reason I put him on the board.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Wow.
Anyway, with that little side tangent, if you ask questions like this, you will get answers.
Yep.
If they in some way relate to your character or something you have experienced that reasonably I still owe you an answer to. Anyway, where were we? Old Nelson, stuff in the area, exploration. Alright, consider that Victor has used what he can to explore the area and has one or two clues. He will also share what he has with everyone.
Yep.
That done, let's real quick check who's in charge.
So, where did you go? You just kind of wandered off to the desert.
Yeah, I saw the kitty. I was trying to see if there was anything supernatural about this place. Not really. No magic that I can sense. No skinwalkers. Really just a tourist trap. But I did see the kitty over there, and it has a baby.
Yeah.
They were like a little small, and he shows you the picture. Like, see, those are the tracks of the big one, and then there's a little tracks. He has a kitty.
Oh shit! You
Or
found
it
Mother
has a
Earth
kitty.
again? Excellent.
I found the cactus cat.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Marcus, you are seeing all these shenanigans happen. Old Nelson's being explored. Victor is way too busy with a cat right now.
Who wouldn't?
Pex is walking around looking with his special eyes at everything, trying to get as much information as he can. You are quickly realizing everyone is just wasting their time at a tourist trap. Right there?
Yes.
Okay, just check. And just checking, you are capable of seeing stream and whatnot, right? On your tablet?
Yeah.
Good. Just making sure that everyone has the same stuff. Now, if you were in this situation, and somewhere in this area, some clues are definitely hidden, because this is where that monster came from, was tied to, with the special senses from before. Not to mention all the stories from the gangs and the drugs that were being dealt with. How would you go about finding clues?
I would think that the people who are behind this are, like us, comfortable with the technology, electricity, and such sport. I would try to find a place with lights on.
Okay. The old town of Nelson has a very limited number of little touristy spots, but does not have any people that actually live here. If you're looking for a place with lights on, aside from a home and a shipping yard slightly to the side, the only place really would be the actual inhabited current town of Nelson, which is a few feet away, along the road with a few dozen homes and trailer parks. Everything else is
Is there any number of people who live there, like any official number?
The official number of people who live in Nelson, Nevada. Let's see, I have the stuff here. Official population, 37.
37. Okay. So it's actually very possible that they are all involved.
That
if not,
is
if
very
the number
possible.
would have been a bit bigger, then I would have thought that they have a base somewhere a bit more remote, so people don't see the owl monster coming and going. But if it's 36, then I think that we should go on where the people are.
It is definitely possible that they are all involved. It is also possible that they are all at least aware of something mysterious. Or at the very least, if you were to talk about a specific person, that they would all know them.
Yep. I would request that we don't want to separate, to be fair. So at least Marcus trying to keep our group together.
Marcus is in charge, so if you say we all get in the car and we drive over here, then we do. You are in charge.
Yeah, if there's nothing super important that you guys are doing, like let's go where the people are. There's 36 of them officially, and let's find one and interrogate them with some finesse.
For sure, man.
All right.
Question. We know that the gangs have been putting their differences together, and they are afraid of this thing. However, and their people have been appearing dead in the canals of Laughlin. But has there been a general increase of disappearances in this area?
As far as the clues that you gathered earlier, the only disappearances that you were aware of were just Nevada as a state as a whole, and Las Vegas as a city specifically. You have no information if this specific town of 37 people has had disappearances, since it's a fucking fort in the middle of nowhere.
Right, no, yeah. No, it's just a thought is whether or not this thing targets the gangs that are using the roads. It is something that just popped up, is a question whether or not it uses the gang. It targets specifically the gangs targeting the roads, or if it's a danger to everyone, because I think Timothy said that these were also used as protection.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be something we could maybe you could use your computer knowledge to see if there have been an increased amount of local news about disappearances. This is to Marcus. It's like maybe look into it.
Marcus is has a small idea, and that is all basically dependent of how many teenagers are here. So Marcus is going to download Yodel.
What?
And see what is the low. Yodel is basically an app that is used by teenagers mostly globally, and it gives like local news. So basically, if you are signing on it, you can see messages from let's say 15 kilometers from where you are, and not further than that one. And it's funny because I think as a player like watching some stuff on it on where I live, and it's quite hilarious to be fair. And people are really active. And I heard it's like a very popular in the USA more than in Finland.
Hold on, I now want to check in the App Store. Yodel with a Y?
Yeah, like a yodel, like they yell in the
Like
somewhere in the mountains. Yeah, yodeling. Yeah.
Okay. Also, if it's that many kilometers, you realize that sizes are quite a bit different over here, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that however many miles you said, or 15 kilometers, that doesn't even reach over to the city of Vegas. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe that could,
that doesn't
because
even
then
reach.
it doesn't like have all the noise from there.
Okay, but that also would mean that the teenagers, which would be one teenager probably, maybe two, that they're communicating by app when they live right next to each other. They could probably lean out of their window and yell at each other.
It's kind of my hope, or people who are actually tourists who like are in the area. And I was thinking same thing about the TikTok, like seeing if they have like this. If there is a kids here, they are fucking bored. They're going to like produce their own shit. And some of it might actually give us a clue, like a strange lights always in a certain part of the town, or like oh, did you see the fucking weird thing like going on around? Luck roll is required.
Yeah, I'm trying to give this a mental check real quick. Okay, it's not that there aren't teens that live here, but you're certainly not going to find them on the Yodel app when you check. But just driving past will give you a sense that there are, well, mainly when you go past some of the roads, it is now sort of the afternoon. It's not dark yet, but it's a few hours away from it. And let me grab this stuff. Let me grab this. So outside some of the trailers will be a bunch of, these are not teens. For some reason they all have massive fucking beards.
Big feet.
For some reason the 20-year-olds or something here have massive beards. They're all big AC/DC fans. You can hear it on the radio blaring. And some of them are playing with their phones. Some of them are like looking over each other's shoulders as one of them is like playing a game and the others are encouraging them. Those are the only real teenagers here. I will keep insisting that the massive fucking beards are teenagers. Actually, I think it might just be that they have really long hair.
Yeah.
And that the AI generation just sort of went, long hair, beard. That's my description, and I'm sticking to it.
Yep.
Anyway, you find the probably 3 only teenagers in this entire area here. And you see them doing some stuff. How do you want to use that information? Because you were looking for them.
I'm gonna check out how much gas do I have?
How much gas do you have? Let's say you probably filled up before you have here, so at least half a tank.
Gas or cash?
No, cash. Cash. Money.
Oh, that's it. Well, you tell me. Your character's.
If not, I'm just gonna go ask how many bills do you have? Like, my idea was as simple as like providing them money for like some information about this fucking thing.
Okay, well, first off, let's verify how much money you actually have. Fame, contacts, resources 1. So, I don't know, if you give a kid $50, they'll do whatever the fuck you ask. Like, really.
That was basically my idea. And if I don't have enough cash on my pockets, I'm gonna ask the people to basically dig their pockets till we get the 50.
But, okay, you have $50. Like, you obviously can't do this to every single teen in a city, but you're just doing it once today.
36 people and there's 3 of them. That's a good chance.
But that means that you are just walking up to him with $50 in your hands. Tell me what you tell them. What do you ask? What do you say? Because this is a weird situation. How do you just go up to a bunch of teens with massive long hair and cowboy hats? Not beards.
I'm gonna quickly draw a sketch about the thing.
Teens with long hair, not beard. You show them a sketch of the monster.
Yeah, and I'm gonna point out to Peter, saying that my friend there is a huge YouTuber, and what we are doing is that we are trying to do a video about local myth about monsters, and we just happened to get pointed out in here from the good people from the Las Vegas, and you guys seem to be really good source of information locally. At least your sense of music is on the spot, and I'm gonna give a heavy metal sign with my hand.
Thunderstruck is meanwhile playing
Hello,
from
kids.
the trailer.
Exactly, and I'm gonna mosh a little bit with them, and then basically say that can you help me out for making a great video for my bar there?
That is somewhat of an argument. Okay, but I am gonna need a roll. Let's see. That's probably charisma, empathy, which you are pretty good at. But I'm gonna need a few more successes than regular to bypass, because they don't seem to want to talk about this. Their reluctance
I'm gonna say
shines off
and I'm
them.
totally cool if you don't want me to name any names.
Yeah, because, some unknown guy just suddenly drove up, got out of a car, walked up to you, waved $50 around and said, hey, we're making a YouTube video in this area. You guys seen anything about this creature? Shows horrid monstrosity that if they don't recognize it, will laugh in your face. And if they do recognize it, well, what would their response be? Who knows?
Well, that's at least something. If I can figure out that is it actually something that they have seen and they go very silent of that.
Well, that depends on your roll. Oh, wait. Are you not in a position to roll?
Yeah.
I imagine roll 20 might...
I am. I'm
okay.
just a bit new with my MacBook still, so.
Yes. I just realized you might just be listening and watching and because of your tablet thing.
No. So manipulation and empathy.
Yes, I believe it's a charisma, but it's the same amount of dice. DC, you are just rolling up DC 7.
Yep. And here we go.
Okay, yep, 1 success. Okay, you can tell, like I said, you can tell that they are ambivalent about just cooperating. One of them will just sort of give you a side-eyed glance. One of them will look away. The other one, you will see sort of a spark in his eyes at the $50 and going like, oh, yeah. Oh,
easy money. Give me a hint and the money is yours.
Yeah, oh, no, yeah, oh, sure, yeah. Monsters like that, oh, they roam all over Nevada. Yeah, I mean, no, we haven't seen them here in this particular area, but stories have been like to the far south of here, like that entire stretch of desert. Yeah, it's haunted with creatures like this.
No. The people said specifically that this is the area to go. So let's be a bit more specific.
Who the fuck's been telling you that?
The wise people of the Las Vegas. Just no bullshit. I can see that you are talking bullshit to me. We know that this most likely is some nonsense, but there might be some wild animal roaming around that people have been seeing it and thinking that it's this thing. My friend just wants to find a track, so we can have some good video, dark music, heavy metal playing in the background, and we fall in the dark.
Yeah, I mean, with your drawing, it looks like it's just you just drew a buzzard, but really creepy. Like you probably put out some meat in the desert, and you'll see birds like that fly up all the time.
Yeah, but is there some place that you guys are avoiding because there might be something wrong around.
Well, I mean, if I were you, if you want to know places that to avoid, and then one of them will just sort of kick him. Like, don't fucking point him to places, dumbass. They're going to check those out.
I'm
trying to get information from you.
The pool. I'm gonna put more money on the pool, like a $20 more, and so like the easiest money you get, we film and we are gone, never coming back, and the money is yours.
And like one or the other one will go, make it 90, so we can split it 30 each.
Well, I'm gonna like stare at them like a long time, like, are they bullshitting me?
I'm just gonna do a quick roll for you, how they would appear. You don't get the sense that they're bullshitting you.
Sounds very fair.
All right. Do you hand them the $90?
Of course, I can make it work.
All right. You hand them $30 each. So, and they will tell you, like, look, this town, we try not to mess with each other and get in each other's grill too much whenever something's happening, but like, our parents told us to avoid a patch of desert to the north, and they will sort of point it out on the map. If you go into the hillside here, like this entire hillside, let's say near the Earl Emery Arch, because it allows me to have photos.
Yeah.
Like, there's some patches there, and some of the neighbors have been busy in that area, and ever since then, like, we've been told to just not go there. And a few weeks ago, apparently something bad happened, and after that, it's just been, you know, absolute no-go, and our parents kept stressing it. So, if you're looking for something in this area, that's probably where it is.
Yeah, some
like
most likely rapids.
The cops never showed up, but like, everyone knows that's something went down there. But none of us are stupid enough to go there, because if our parents are this spooked, then that means that, well, I mean, then they look at each other for a bit, and it goes, well, okay, they have good reasons to be spooked.
Anything else you can tell me?
You have more money? Look, we already pointed you to where your creepy thing probably is.
Yeah. And guys, keep on rock and rolling, and we never met.
Shut up, old man.
I wink and like walk back to the car.
They switch the radio to Gangnam Style. They start doing the dance. Yeah, classic rock.
All right. Okay.
This is a classic.
Right?
It's like 5 years old. Actually, how old is Gangnam Style at this point?
Most like 10 years.
Oh, God.
I was about to say, probably, yeah.
I aged the fucking decade.
2012.
13
I'm
years.
gonna share the news with the rest of you that like I'm a bit bored, but I think we found some information.
While I was at a thrift store not too long ago, I saw a fucking what the fuck's
not too long ago, like 2012.
Yeah, no. I mean, really recently, I saw like a fucking. Remember, in the my country, and then some fucking complete out of the way secondhand thrift store, and then someone had like a Psy dummy that when you pulled on an arm it played Gangnam Style, and it was such a fucking moment in time piece of shit that I was like, God, I need to fucking buy that. It's a piece of shit, and I don't want it in my house. But no one will appreciate it correctly as the piece of shit locked in time that it is.
You have to save it.
Like, that is the sort of thing, like, someone thought that was a good idea to make.
Did you burn it?
No. No, I also didn't buy it because I don't want trash in my house, but fuck. I wanted to. Anyway, 13 years ago. Oh, yeah.
But
That
you
is
buy a
painful.
bunch of those things, and then you make a museum and make a living out of it.
Yeah, sort of.
Museum of idiotic nonsense oddities.
I try to avoid having useless garbage in my house whenever possible, which is why I go outside! Okay, let's focus. Alright. You boys are pointed to a place. I'm gonna say Marcus is told where it is. Marcus, would you just drive there right now?
What do you say, guys? Like, most likely the daytime would be the most safe, but like during the evening or night, we would most likely see it.
Oh,
But
I was about to say,
I don't want to meet
and
it.
goes,
That thing.
how late is it?
Sorry, I zoned out for a moment. Little nappy nap.
Sure.
The car, I guess.
It's okay, Cramps. We were pointed out to. Well, Marcus got information of where we should. Basically, narrowing down. There's a no-go zone where the kids are not allowed to go. Something terrible happened. Some neighbors have done stuff in there, and after that, all the grown-ups basically in this area have been like, "Nope, kids no go there. Bad place."
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere to the north, which the direction is correct. However, should we go there now, considering the time is, and he looks at his phone, is
You
it
have
evening,
like
morning?
an hour or two before it gets dark. Maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there yet. Absolutely not.
I mean, if it's on the way, we could, drive past it.
It is
Take
not
care.
on
Yeah,
the
but-
way. It is in the desert.
Oh.
Yeah, we have to drive into the desert. And also,
It
as we
is-
Yeah, fuck
established,
that.
go nighttime, no time to move outside here. So I would probably say drive to Vegas and then come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I did refill the jerry cans, but still.
Yeah.
What like
Priority
a
number
weekday is
Also,
it
we
right
do
now,
need to
by the
buy
way?
that cooler.
No, it's already bought. It's in Peter's car.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
say
have
it's a
ice in
Tuesday
it?
if you asked.
Yeah, and I have actually work tomorrow morning, so
You have work?
yeah, I'm paying the rent. Goddammit, I'm working like 3 days per week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, that's
know it.
true. I mean, I suppose.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
I wonder if I have work today.
Didn't all of you sort of take some time off specifically to investigate this, or are you investigating this part-time?
well, let's remember this is America. You get guilt tripped and blamed if you take time off. Time off
Time
like
off.
you're
Well, no, you get
That's
fired.
narcissist.
I'd like to have a day off. Sure, you're fired. What? Manuel,
Yeah, exactly.
you're hired.
Exactly. Like time off like in Europe doesn't exist as far as as per what I've figured out. So yeah.
Well, let's say Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I don't need. That's not an issue. I'm pretty sure my work is
Right.
pretty flexible in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is we should let you work tomorrow, and then
So
day after
you're
we should go
telling
check
me
it out?
that you want to take several days for work as you don't investigate stuff.
No. I'll keep on investigating, even if I'm shooting some videos of. It's difficult to like. Survival in desert is.
The Bear Grylls thing. They just
Okay,
don't,
I understand
don't
that you
film
want
the
to
road.
shoot videos,
don't
but
film the highway.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll keep on trying to dig into staying in the area and try to dig into.
you can camp right next to the highway. Just edit out the sounds of the truck driving past.
Sure.
That's what Bear
I
Grylls
don't-
did.
Mhm.
I don't think anyone should be alone, just in case. I mean,
Well, you can stay with me.
those kids, especially if this is a small community like that, those kids are going to go to their folks and be like, oh, there were these weirdos asking about, and so the word might well get to the ears of the people
word
we
will
don't want.
spread at this point,
Right,
and there's
so
no
I
telling what
don't-
will happen then exactly.
Yeah, and if these are people who can wear your face, I don't think anyone. I mean, it's a basic rule in D&D when you go. when there's doppelgangers around, you don't go alone, because if you go alone, we can't be sure that the person who comes back is you.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys aren't.
So stay with me.
That, but sure, I'll come camp with you. Also, not really sure if we should go camping out in the night when we know that there's an owl thing.
I mean, we could just drive west from Vegas.
That is true. We could go away from its territory. That is actually a very good point.
You probably still have the rest of the week before you absolutely have to get back to work.
Well, you're the DM.
Look at the DM pushing us forward with the story.
Yeah,
well, I'm also time limiting you. Like, if you don't solve this in 3 days, then time skip.
Also, that is true. That is true. There is the we were given by a time limit from our actual employer, is that we should take care of this fast before the Leopold Society gets wind of it.
Right.
And as we established, there is a town nearby which has several churches, which sounds like the perfect place for a religious Christian crusader organization to kind of have a foothold in. So
I mean, it's the US. There's like churches everywhere.
yeah, but there was a town with like Baptists and Catholics and like many churches in the same small town. So
Sure.
sounded like a very Christian-centric area, which is where an organization like that would probably establish at least some sort of an outpost.
Pretty
So,
much. But yes,
yeah,
if you're like, all
we
right,
should
done for the
probably-
day, return here tomorrow morning, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's the
Great.
best.
It is then
Wait, where is the
Policy.
north? Where is this place that the kid showed you?
where the kid showed you. If you, from Nelson, go off the road onto the cliff, and then a whole bunch through just dirt tracks. There is no road in that area. You'll need to hike for a few miles to end up at a patch referred to as Moln Emery Arc, and near there was supposedly the thing that they weren't supposed to go to.
Eldorado Trailhead.
Yes. Eldorado. Well, there's actually from Eldorado Trailhead there seems to be a path.
It's pretty straightforward. Do you want to risk nighttime?
No.
No. Well, then you're going to be here tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right.
I kind of wanted to risk a little bit.
Well, if you want to risk
No,
a
just a
little
little.
bit, I don't know. Do you happen to be in charge? No, Peter's in charge. Peter, do you want to risk it? No, otherwise you're driving.
Okay.
Biscuits. Come on, Pex. Let's go.
I mean, if
Serious?
you drive west from here, take the 165. There's a trail that goes from there, and it's like a 20-minute walk from there.
I mean, you say a 20-minute walk uphill.
Yeah, 20. It's 1 mile.
I suppose. But it is, well, you're going to risk it. You're going to drive over here. You're going to drive to the trailhead, and then you're like, this is really close. We can get there from here. You park the cars along the side of the road, because it's the only place there is to park. And then you follow the vague little signposts, which are very hard to see, especially in the dusk, that inform you that there is a trail here. Just going to look.
Nah, fuck it. But it's only a mile away. Use the drone and
You can easily get up here.
scout out the zone, and then we move.
Scout it with the drone. It's fine.
Yeah, I think that's a better idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, do remember that we will be without cars, and that shit, if it appears, runs almost as fast
Right,
as
exactly.
our
That's
cars.
right.
You'd be
Yeah,
running
We
the
don't
trail
wanna be stuck
downhill.
with it. We do not want to be stuck with it chasing us. We will be dead in an instant
Yes.
because it is immortal.
That would indeed. Well, I mean, that doesn't mean you can't stop it. You had several tools available to pin it and flee it and push it, or set it on
Sure.
fire. But doesn't mean it's going to be easy. But okay. No. Peter's in charge. He's describing it as you park the cars there, you send the drone up, you send it in that direction. right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, how good is the footage going to be? It's getting pretty dark. I know you have night vision, but you're looking for details here. So, what you will at least see, besides some nice scenic areas that, it's called the Arch because there's like, oh, this area. There's, a bit of natural beauty, and the trail leads up there. But more noteworthy is that slightly away from that, not pictured on the map, is what looks like a bit of cultivated farmland, like the earth has been dug a whole bunch, and let's see, Marcus is the one viewing his stuff and operating it. So he will describe it as what looks like a watermelon farm. Like someone has set up a little farm in that area.
Okay.
But because it's Marcus watching this, let's see, would he even have any experience with this? Yeah, for now, you will describe it simply as a farm up there. Which is weird, because it's out in the middle of nowhere. And it seems to have
farm in a desert.
Big sort of fruit growing there, like watermelons or something. And for the purpose of determining what's what, give me intelligence. Is there nature, intelligence? Let's make it intelligence survival, if you wouldn't mind. As you try to determine exactly what it is you're looking at. Are you there?
This was for Marcus.
Yes. Always need to double check if Matthias is here. Are you? Otherwise I'm just going to roll for you. There he is. Okay. You might be muted, by the way. 1. You take a look at that little farm, and while initially you think they're watermelon, they look odd. You can't get a good look with the drone, and you do not really recognize the plants. But they are very large. Also, there are some minor indications of some other stuff that has happened here. You can see some truck tracks going through the area and through the patch, as well as what look like drag marks on the ground and some sort of black stains. But it's very hard to tell with the drone footage, especially in the dusk.
Well, I'm just going to show the screen on the other side. Can you make out like what plant is that?
Let's see. If you show it to pretty much any of the others, since they have some experience with this, they will recognize the basic shape of the plant as peyote. Except it's the size of a watermelon, which is not the size they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be this tiny little hand-sized thing that grows very slowly, and these things look like they're just going whoop, and they're enormous.
Oh my goodness! How much the stuff is it there?
I mean, considering the amount that got you drunk,
like?
there's probably enough in there to get you high the rest of your life. In one of them.
Yeah. So that what was it? Masculinity in there anyway?
Yes, that's what it was.
That thing.
Yeah. Yes, Kitten. That's exactly what it was.
It's disappointingly criminal and not unnatural, except the size of this thing.
The size of them is, according to at least the others, very noteworthy.
Yes. Someone has a very good fertilizer.
That is completely possible, yes. But it is also the limitations of what you can research with your drone right now.
Yeah. Can you screenshot that, or like, is the video captured somewhere? We should
Yeah, I
probably
believe
start
so.
moving.
You take a
Yeah,
screenshot
it's
as you.
captured.
Speaking of which, Pax, would you mind giving me a perception awareness?
Sure.
Sun is going down.
That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm. I believe you have 1 dice. Minus
Difficulty?
one.
Get up.
6. Standard.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. You look around the area and realize that, yeah, the sun is actually going down quite a bit. You should probably get out of here if you want to be out of here at nighttime.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna start pushing people towards the cars.
Righto. And I will assume at that point you do just get in your cars and drive back to
Yeah.
Vegas for the next day.
Yeah,
Unless
I mean,
there's any particular research that you do, I'm also going to assume that on the next day, which
Actually,
was
we
Tuesday,
take the drone with us.
Oh, actually, you didn't specify that you take the drone with you, so that means you don't. Eh?
Yeah, the
You
drone's
didn't
taking-
specify you put on your shoes, so you don't. You come back, you put on all the clothes you left behind, and you continue your day. Now, I'm assuming you would come back here the next day when it's light out.
Yes.
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 How would you
question
like to approach
is-
the situation?
What other cooler do you have? I think we need to establish that before we're at the cabin, maybe, and find the intestines and go, well, nothing's cooling the cooler, so they get ruined. How does it work? Is it one of those cold bricks that you put into it? Is it electric?
I mean, generally a cooler, a simple cooler is just, a box with good isolation, and you put some ice bricks in there, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's a basic-ass cooler.
Yeah.
Then you put like $5 more and you get the fan that keeps it kind of cooler.
Depending on
it's
the
your
model.
cooler that's in Peter's. Well, it's in Peter's car.
I didn't
so
pay for it.
I just want to make sure that it is actually
this is
cooling.
Peter. This is completely on Peter. I don't have money. I didn't pay for it.
Sure.
Right. I don't know. Peter, did you buy a good cooler or a shitty cooler?
Really don't care about coolers, so I just
Great.
bought the
That's
first thing that
A
came.
fucking average one. Let's go.
Yeah.
So in the evening, as we're looking these through, Victor's like, okay, but we really need it cooling, guys. So show me the cooler. Let's make sure that it's working tomorrow when we get the parts.
It looks basic enough. It'll probably get the job done, assuming
Cool.
that you prepare beforehand and get some ice and put it in there.
Yeah. Like that's what Victor's like. Okay, let's get it prepared so it's actually cooling things.
It'll
Let's go
last you.
take some ice.
If you head out in the morning and get some ice and put it in there, it'll be melted by noon. But if you head out somewhere with ice and then grab something and then drive back to Vegas, it'll be fine. Don't take all day. Just put it in the cooler.
No,
leave,
but
done.
it's just that we can say we prepared it so we don't get there and we're like, oh, cooler, and then we get the question, well,
Yes.
did you prepare it? No one
It's
mentioned
good
it.
enough. It'll protect
cool.
it from the midday sun
Yes.
of Nevada.
Yes.
More
I just wanted to
importantly,
preface
tell
that
me
that
how
we
you're
don't
going
get
and
into-
where.
I just want to preface that we
It's
don't get into
fine.
that situation.
It's fine.
Yes. Also,
We could buy some of that like super cooled ice that they use, like basically
What, dry
chemically,
ice?
like it's like so it's like a super cold. Like I have bought it a few times for
Right.
festivals, and it keeps like the drinks cold for at least like almost 2 days.
What
You
happens
just
if
put
you
the
can just
beer
buy
there
dry
for-
ice? Hold on.
Yeah, for a cooler, and then you put your like a beer
Dry
there, and it's
ice.
like in 1 minute it's like totally cold. Great for festivals.
Let's see. Ice Masters, dry ice.
Yeah,
They
you can.
deliver
I would
it
say
on
Las Vegas is
request.
the place to be to buy one.
6 kilos for $20, apparently. Okay, well that's cheap.
Yeah, that market plan.
I will imagine
but-
that it is something that they sell in Vegas if you look for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Yeah.
It's a-
You have a
Quite
cooler
easily.
filled with dry ice because you
Nice.
took measures to look for it. You have a super cooler. Great.
And a plastic bag to put the interest into. Great.
And
Now
some
I just
plastic
want
bags.
to make sure we preface this before we go in there, before we start pulling things.
Good.
Oh,
I'm
I will
glad
do.
you prepared
And-
beforehand.
And I have my box of gloves.
Rubber gloves.
What are those? Rubber gloves.
Great. I'm just gonna write it down. So write it down so we don't forget. Really good dry ice box.
Okay.
Dry
You fixed
ice
it.
box. Also, plastic bags. Also, gloves. There. Now we
Do
don't
you think
forget.
that the owl monster actually gets hungry?
You
Like
feed
we
it
could
the
get
dry
some
ice.
like a meat for it as a
Doubt
bait.
it.
I don't think so. That's why we're going there on the day. So because it shouldn't be operable during day. So
Uh-huh.
Should
Do you think we
you
would?
know.
There's any
Yes.
use of getting like a couple of those like hunting cameras they put like in the forest?
Well, we're hoping to go in, solve this, and come out so it doesn't exist anymore after tomorrow.
Okay, that's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah. That's better to be over prepared than under prepared.
I mean, we could use them later at some point, but I think we want to. We have a timetable, so we don't have that much time going around buying stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do basic maintenance for the drone. Make sure it's like in order, just got them like charge it full and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. Right, you've done your maintenance. What is your basic plan of approach? You are aware of the patch here. You're aware of the town here, ghost town, although you're pretty sure there's nothing there. You've talked to some kids, so you're probably on a ticking clock for information to spread. It is now Wednesday morning. What do? Have your cooler and your stuff. What do?
Well, we should probably go there as
Up,
early as
straight.
possible.
Put on my clothes, go take a piss, brew some coffee.
No, I mean relating to the investigation. I'm fully confident in your ability to dress yourself.
Well, I'm gonna roll my foresight for today, which I haven't yet. That's pertaining to the
If this rolls a 1, you're getting attacked.
no.
5. Get on with it.
Cool. I have 2 foresights for today. I mean, I don't think we can do much more other than take our stuff and start driving as early as possible before someone. Because if they can't go there, and they probably know that you can't go there during the night, we should probably go there as early as possible before someone starts hiking during the day and warning those people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
Works for me.
Is there some weapons we should prepare for this thing if it gets too nearby?
I mean, I would
Like
love
a
to have a
shotgun or something?
flamethrower.
You want to take several days to build a flamethrower? You have 3.
I don't think. I think we should. Yeah, I mean, based on my evaluation of this, if these are the skin crawlers, based on my evaluation, the skin crawlers themselves or the people behind it themselves are not particularly strong in the sense that they don't really have a weakness, but they didn't seem all that powerful, which is why they rely on a powerful creature like this that they have created and stay hidden.
Right, so bring some basic guns.
Yeah.
some bullets.
I imagine regular human weaknesses.
Couple
You
of
put a
jerry
bullet through their
cans.
brain. That's it. We probably want scarves or face masks so we're not entirely recognizable, in case there are other people there.
oh yeah. Go
All
watch
right.
the bank robbing game. Payday. Payday masks.
You take some precautions. I don't know. What sort of precautions do you take to hide your face?
E-mask.
You want to wear a ski mask in the Nevada heat? You been in balaclava?
Well, maybe with the thinnest possible fabric. And also, I will get some handcuffs if we need to catch people for
Sure.
interrogation.
Add those to your inventory. Masks to
And
hide
also
identity.
some rope to bind people.
Palestine's
up.
kind of
Add it to your
100%.
inventory. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everything that you could buy at a Home Depot or a fucking grocery store, go right ahead and add it, once we're in a shopping time. You go to Vegas, you buy that stuff. Masks. Does that mean you are wearing masks right now?
No, in the bag.
No, in the car.
Okay, great. You
Like,
have
maybe
some masks.
regular flu masks / corona masks.
Okay,
So as
great.
to not-
Corona masks.
Yeah, so as to not be like, oh, they bought some really weird masks.
Okay, that's
It
You
is
would
a
probably
lot
still
of
draw
people-
attention wearing those here, but, you know, they would hide your identity.
We're not wearing them here.
Yeah. I'm saying if you are wearing them and someone sees you and, you know, you're dressed like you, and then they see you 5 minutes later without the mask, they would still be able to identify you, particularly Victor. I'm going to assume you're not in the flamboyant style right now.
Are we in vague? No, because it's that suit is lacking an arm, so no, he's pretty much regular Sam
Great.
at the moment.
You are regular ass Sam. Great,
Yes.
because that would draw some attention. Okay, you're all regular looking folk, but I'm just saying your suits and outfits are all recognizable enough that if someone were to see you within an hour not wearing the mask, they would still be able to identify you, but, you know, if you change outfits or something. I don't know. We'll see there when we get there. You're wearing corona masks. Great, cool, glad we established that. Then, next up. Where are you heading? Where are you parking your cars?
At the trailhead.
Great, you're going to Trailhead. You're parking your cars along the side of the road here somewhere. I can't particularly see a parking spot for it, but, you know, somewhere.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I would like to drive as close as possible.
Yeah, you get as close as possible. I believe it starts around here.
Yeah.
So
Pretty sure it's gonna be.
you park yourself
quite
somewhere
flat.
around
Yeah.
here and get out. I don't think there's a parking spot here, but yeah, fuck it. You park your cars here and you head out into the trail into the mountains.
Yep.
Great. You start
And
walking.
put the masks on somewhere part way up.
That's
Maybe not
perfectly
wearing them.
fine. Now,
Maybe it's-
all of you are heading up. It is a little bit of a hike. So
I bring the jerry
everyone,
cans.
yeah, well, if you're bringing the jerry cans, then the DC goes up. Everyone, give me a stamina athletics check. DC
Sure.
7 as you're just hiking a whole bunch uphill, and Pex is using jerry cans, so give me a DC 8 for Pex.
DC 8 and a
Yeah.
7? Holy fuck. What
Is
is
your-
this? Mount Everest?
You're climbing jerry cans uphill, and no, you don't need a whole bunch of successes, but you do need a success.
So what was it? Stamina and.
Athletics.
Okay, not doing well.
Wait, why did I get?
Oh.
Guys, I shouldn't get 4. Don't I
Nope.
put a 0? I have a... Oh, that's why. No.
Oh my goodness, you botched with 7 dice.
Yeah.
That is a mega botch. Okay.
Even with a
We are not doing
6,
well.
you would have
No.
double botched. Holy crap.
All right, so first off, Victor botches,
just had a
and then
regular
so
success.
does.
Well, no, I had a
does-
regular failure because there's a success that gets
Oh,
retracted.
there's one success in there.
Success.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
important.
7 in there.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Victor just sort of stumbles briefly, goes, and as he does, knocks into Bruno with his 2 jerry cans, and as he does, this results in them taking a minor tumble, resulting in the jerry cans being dropped and hitting a nearby rock and busting open,
Damn it.
and covering both of their socks in gasoline, and the gasoline just dripping out the entire way. Effectively spilling out of both of them. You now have 2 empty jerry cans, and your socks smell like gasoline.
Oh, sorry. Walking is hard. But it is in this heat.
I mean, normally
It's always
you would be balancing yourself, but you're carrying a jerry can in each hand, so it's like, and your balance was odd, and then the slightest thing just knocked you over, and then the rocky outcrops did the rest. But you're not hurt. And while you are somewhat tired getting up there, both of you have wet socks full of gasoline right now, which may or may not be a factor later.
As soon as anyone stops even for a second, I'm gonna remove my socks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have
definitely.
fresh socks, but you can at least take them off. It doesn't
I mean,
help the smell.
I would at the
but-
car, but I didn't expect this to happen, so.
Well, you're currently up the hill, so
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
arriving in this area.
I'm gonna just walk barefoot for a moment.
That's also fine.
Carry tie the socks somewhere.
Yeah. It's early morning.
Like,
it's not super
so that they
hot.
hang like from my belt or whatever, and then just carry the shoes for a bit.
You're not going to burn your feet on the ground or anything. It's not super hot yet. It's only early morning. If anything, it's pretty pleasant right now.
Please, people, just can you keep up? It's not that hard a rise.
You're fine for now. But more importantly, you will get to where we were talking about before, which is the little farm. And getting up close, those of you with experience with it will recognize it as a bunch of peyote plants. However, the peyote cacti seem to have undergone some sort of mutation, as they are far, far larger and more filled with juice than the cacti you yourself saw. They hardly have any prickle cacti bits anymore. And you swear that you could see fluids just pumping through the ground into them, growing as you look at them. I mean, not really, but, you know, it feels like they are just big and bloated, like watermelons. Those things sometimes grow inches a day.
Yeah, I take a stone and throw it at this one that seems to be splitting and oozing something, just in case they're actually... I don't know, for some reason...
Give me strength athletics for how hard, because you're trying to throw it at it to split it, or you're just trying to bump into it.
No, just like disturb it and see if it reacts, because for some reason Victor's thinking of killer tomatoes at this point.
Yeah, okay, you just want to check if they happen to explode if you get near to them. You throw a little pebble at them. Whoop. Bloop, and it just bumps into it. It does not explode or burst or something like that.
Okay. Well, they don't get disturbed apparently unless it needs to be something organic.
No,
anyway,
it does not seem to be the case.
Doesn't seem to be a mine or a carnivorous plant.
Should we take a sample? Whose are these? Can I try and find any trails if this is a farm leading to some abode? I think it's the actual word.
You check the area and it seems to be just a tiny little farm plot, like a victory garden sort of, not a farmstead.
Yeah.
Someone just found a nice little fertile place that's out of the way and decided to plant some stuff there, by the looks of it. Because it does show signs of being cared for by a person. It does not show signs of just naturally growing like this.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus, did you see a building anywhere near?
You took a look around earlier. There does not seem to be a building nearby anywhere. What he did see, and what you can also see from here, is that there seems to be some disturbances in the soil that are, at this point, somewhat old but still visible, which is tire tracks that seem to have driven through part of the patch, and what looks like a stain on the ground, quite large, where the soil has been blackened, and then there are dragging marks away from it. Let's see.
Maybe follow them up.
Charge.
Yeah.
Something
We
died
could.
here.
Victor's in charge in case of doubt.
Yep. Victor goes and pokes around. I mean, I have been out. Victor's been out with his dad in the wilderness. I imagine, like with the pigeons, he has seen blood. So first he starts poking around to see if this resembles dried blood in any way. I mean, it probably does, but
All right, for purpose of verification, give me intelligence survival.
okay. Intelligence and survival.
As you check the area and try to determine, like, all right, what exactly are we looking at? Okay. Being both a hunter as well as having experience with such stuff in general, you will be able to recognize that, yeah, this is the scene where something bled out. Quite a large amount of blood. Like, this was either where something shot a very large animal, or more likely someone got murdered. Like, massively. Think, like, cartel decapitation style murder, because it is a huge amount of blood here.
Yeah, when he turns to other people and says, yep, someone lost their life here, and curious to see where these tracks go.
You would estimate that it is about, like, a month or so old. Maybe 2 months, but very hard to say. Old blood, not fresh. You could swear you could even see a little flecks of clothing and splatter and flesh all over the place. Maybe bone. Such things quickly get removed in the desert, so only the indigestible bits are left.
So there's no, like, ritual to creating extra big plants by human sacrifice, right?
Well,
that I know of.
to be clear, the blood spatter is not in the patch of the plants. It is outside of it, to the side.
Yeah. Still, could be.
I mean, yeah, if it's a month old, then any tracks would also be gone.
Yeah. The only tracks that are still visible, I mean, there are some worn tracks of just a trail, but then also the tracks of what seems like probably a truck of sorts that drove through this place at some point and must have spun its wheels a whole bunch as it destroyed a whole bunch of the soil where it was previously nice and cleanly laid out for the little farm.
Having seen the footage of the creature and having been relatively close to it, can Victor spot if there are tracks that would relate to its feet or claws?
What would you use? Give me perception awareness.
Perception. It's not a big roll, but
there don't immediately seem to be tracks of that kind anywhere around here, but those are also sort of animalistic tracks, although part of them are also humanoid feet.
Yeah.
But then this creature also seemed to just sort of run in a straight line as opposed to on the road, so who knows what kind of tracks it really leave. But you don't see anything noteworthy here right now.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, Victor goes, well, I still want to kind of follow the drag marks.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they go to the truck tracks that then leave off, but...
The drag marks are only slightly away from the mark and will lead to just sort of a little plateau where the more regular trail sort of resumes, and you can see regular, deeper car tracks where maybe something the size of a trike or something would have probably then loaded up the body and driven off.
Okay. From the plateau, Victor's going to try and see if there are any lonesome singular buildings visible jutting in the sort of hillside. That would indicate that there is a remote cottage.
Okay, I'm just gonna take the rolls you had before. There are no indications of any structure nearby here.
Okay.
The only things that lead from here are the existing natural stuff, one or two touristy things, and leading from the farm specifically, the big set of tracks that are older and have disturbed the place, and the more worn set of tracks from the little trail of the trike that most likely carried away the body.
Well, there's a farm here, but there's no witches.
Yeah.
Is it possible to see from here where the trail goes?
From your current position, which is up here, the trail seems to go over, if you can see my map.
Yep.
Like over here to the side where there's a little bit of a smooth area, and then it just follows the upper edge of the cliff along, a trail here, all the way over to the road, and then you would lose track of it.
Who knows where? Yeah.
I've lost track. Where the fuck are you? There.
There, in that purple.
That's why I like using marks for this, because it's, you lose track otherwise.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that's including that you would follow that track for a bit. At some point, you get the idea. Like, it goes in that direction.
Yeah, it goes to the road.
From earlier scouting, you were also aware that there are no particular buildings along there.
I mean, should we just get authorities on this? Because this is illegal, right? So they could just
What?
dispatch of this farm.
What's
here.
illegal?
I mean, really, those are cacti.
Well,
So,
yeah.
unless you're selling them as drugs, I mean, I suppose they don't look naturally grown. So,
Yeah, they don't look naturally grown. This is a farm. I'm pretty sure
It's someone's little garden by the looks of it. It's not like it's a full-scale farm. It's like going after someone because they're growing weed because they have 2 bushes in their yard.
yeah.
But probably the police could go and take care of the bush.
Maybe if you think
Give
they're
it a
interested,
couple of pushes.
if you think they would do anything. Or, equally as likely, they would come up here, go, I don't see anything special, and just leave. Or just go, yeah, sure, and then just don't. We don't want to drive out to the middle of fucking nowhere for some cacti. But no, so who knows? Give them a call if you want to give them your name and information. Who is this calling? And then you pinch your nose and go, yes, I am Peter Nobody.
No, it's more like
I am Dracula. Blah.
an anonymous tip.
Fair.
Yeah, an anonymous tip somewhere in the desert. They're doing some stuff. Yeah, thanks, sir.
Yeah.
We'll get right on that after the 6th incidence of gang warfare today on this street.
But I mean, but ultimately it's clear that this is not where we are going to find them.
No, but it does strike you as odd. Like, this farm, there was clearly some sort of incident here. And because you got this from the kids in Nelson, they are aware of this place, so something happened here. But who knows what. Unless you can piece it together yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how this works really, but this might be a place for some criminal operation, and maybe somebody actually came and tried to take some stuff out, and that's why somebody got killed.
I mean, because of your own experience and because you paid for some stuff, you can make a very quick bit of napkin math that each of those watermelons would probably be worth like $1,000. Of course, what exactly you do with that information is completely up to you. Let me also roll to see who has initiative right now. All right, Peter, you're in charge. What do you do?
Also, considering the local kids knew about this place, it's safe to say that it's more than likely someone in the village or in Nelson.
That is a very safe assumption.
And considering one of the blood bodyguards has been taken over, my assumption is that that is the person who came here, discovered this place, was killed and taken off because it's not with a truck but with a trike. I assume that one of the locals caught him snooping and decided to infiltrate and make sure that there is always a man inside to ensure that this little operation stays running and the gangs do not interfere, or if they do, then they have a bodyguard creature to protect this place.
That is a possibility.
Yeah.
So I think we want to go to Nelson to snoop around the township itself.
Sure. I'll give the anonymous tip to the authorities. Call the cops. Like, okay, found this place.
Oh, look at Mr. Snitch here.
Yeah. Hopefully no stitches anymore. Then after that, yeah, we should go back
So we're
to
going. Yeah, I mean, we're going to
Nelson.
grab one of those with us, aren't we?
Are we?
Are you?
we? Especially after snitching on them.
I mean,
Especially
so-
after the last,
No.
like you wanted to research my thing, I
That
want to
is
research
true.
my
That is
thing.
true.
This is a
Mhm.
That
good
is-
catalyst to get myself into that state.
Yeah, it is,
That is true.
it is currently after this. It is early noon, Wednesday.
You're very right. I
So-
would very much. How do we mask it? These are the size of a fucking watermelon.
Just fucking, I don't know, throw a blanket on it. I got a towel in the car.
Oh my god! I thought these were watermelons growing up in the desert. Desert watermelons. I don't know what this is.
Like if the
Only
police
3.
pulls me over, I think I might have some other issues in mind than a
That is
fucking
very
watermelon.
true. That is
Yeah.
very true.
I'm just gonna say those are not entering my car. Just say.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I kind of do want to continue experimentation with this. But the last
Can
one
someone do
was-
a quick Google? Like my burner phone, it really slow. Can someone check Google on like what you're supposed to do with this? Like what part am I supposed to even bring with me?
No, thank you.
Well, we were eating. We ate the fruit last time, so it's pretty much
Previously, you just bit down in some of the cacti part as if it was a melon, and these are larger like a
Yeah.
melon. So you imagine you just slice it open and chow
Okay.
down on any part that isn't the rind.
Yeah, I'll grab a medium-sized one, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, you grab a medium-sized one. I'm going to assume you have, a knife of sorts.
I do.
Very
He
well.
has
Eh.
Murder Mike's knife.
It is Murder Mike's knife, yeah.
That's fine. Does that mean you also just chow down on it?
No, not right now.
no, it's
Okay, well, you have
I'm just
some
gonna-
slices
I mean,
of it.
Yeah, like if we plan to move position, I think we're gonna take the cars. No, like
Okay.
I would
oh, absolutely
very
Yeah,
much.
there's no-
I would very much want to bring one of these into the car.
Okay, great. Well, you're currently at the top of the hill, which means you have,
just don't stumble.
Yeah, man, I can't fumble walking check twice.
Great. Everyone give me the same, stamina athletics check, but this time DC 5, you're going downhill. Bex is carrying one of the melons. Let's call it a peyote melon.
Just a second. I was on the balcony.
Oh yeah, I just need to. Just leave it there. That's how you did it. Right. I was wondering how you made it
more
so that it
difficult
doesn't-
for
Yeah.
Peter.
Peter's not used to going down.
One success, one
One
success. You all sort of stumble your way down.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's a lot of low rolls.
I don't see one for Marcus, but I'm going to assume if he stumbles, it's fine too. Unless it's a botch. We'll see. Anyway, you make it back to your car. Get in,
Yeah.
put the melon aside. Don't know where exactly you would store it, but
In the trunk.
In the trunk.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna wrap
just
a
to
towel.
check, not in the cooler.
No. I'm gonna wrap a towel around it and just throw it in the trunk.
A towel
Yeah.
to keep it out of sight.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everything seems to go successfully with that. You grabbed a medium-sized one, so I suppose that would help.
Yeah.
I was briefly considering,
Also-
like, if this goes bad, you toss it in there and it gets super hot in that trunk, what would happen? But luck is on your side.
Yeah. Also, just to change pants,
Yes.
Victor does have his box of camping clothes, which he bought from a thrift store ages
Okay.
ago.
You
to get
try to
camping
switch
clothes.
out of the gasoline stuff.
Yes.
For
Yes. I sort of
purpose,
switch.
you're probably clean at this point. You would have switched. You do smell of gasoline, pretty obviously.
Sure.
Like some fumes are hanging around you, and if someone were to toss some flames at you, that might cause a problem. Not a whole lot, but you know, bit of a whoosh. Don't go near anyone who's smoking.
Right.
So we should absolutely get that thing into our hotel room or something.
That thing
not
being
apartment.
Haul it.
We have an apartment.
yeah.
Well, the apartment. Anyway,
Sure.
just store it away, not hang around with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And probably get a shower.
Yeah.
And wash off the
All
gasoline.
right. So you're
stench.
going back to
Oh, yeah.
Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas
Yeah.
maintenance, and
Yeah,
then
your
we can
apartment
go
in
back.
Vegas.
We are.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Well, I don't want to
Okay.
go around Nelson smelling of gasoline.
Everyone in Nelson smells like gasoline.
I mean, Peter is currently in charge, so it's his call.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to object for no, while we're here, let's do a thing. All right. If you say that, then you are driving back to your apartment. You have the melon with you. While there, you clean yourself off. It is now afternoon. What do? You have this melon. If you want to investigate stuff.
Yeah. Do you want to investigate the melon or the or Nelson?
No, Nelson preferably with cleaner clothes and
Okay.
no risk of being set on fire by a sailor.
Purpose of determining who's in charge. Marcus, you're in charge. People are deciding where to go or whether or not to test stuff with this super peyote.
I'm gonna
melon
lean
you
into my
seem to have.
nature and argue that today is as good as day as any to test some peyote.
Yeah. If anything, it seems like it's larger than when you put it in your trunk.
If possible, like me in charge, maybe in 5 minutes. I'm still outside of the dock.
All right, then
So we
someone
should
else in
go
charge
back.
real quick. Oh my god, I just rolled them again. Stop, dice. There we go. Pex, you're in charge.
Yeah, I mean, I want to build a flamethrower and I want to do some peyote.
Okay, you can choose probably one of those things. Flamethrower would probably take you longer.
Probably. Maybe we can go.
Nothing is stopping you from doing the peyote today, but it would probably take the rest of your day.
Yeah,
Unless
I don't
people
think
want
we
to
should-
Maybe
experiment.
we should go and shop like a couple of pieces, today, and then
Just
do the
buying
peyote.
the pieces of the flamethrower isn't the thing. It's that this is, just like last time, a multi-day thing with some checks involved. There is no way you would finish it before the end of the weekend.
Sure. I just
Also,
want
don't
to have the
forget,
materials
we
for it.
That's
do
fine.
sort of we were given do it as soon as possible because there is another organization that might.
Well, that's what I was trying to say.
Well,
Well,
there's
we're
other
next to
factors.
Nelson.
If you want to
No.
buy some parts, that's fine. You do that whenever you have time and you happen to see them and you throw them in the trunk of your car. Don't worry about it. You do that in between.
Yeah, flamethrower parts.
Yes, you
Right.
start buying some stuff for your next flamethrower attempt. But more importantly, Melon investigating Pex's thing, investigating Nelson. Which one? Pex's call.
Well, I mean, since I already got turned down for investigating Nelson today, let's do some peyote.
I mean, you could just drive back there, but it's currently afternoon. But yeah, you can also just do the peyote. You slice that
Yep.
open. You sort of think you know how it works. Think being sort of the operating value since you're dealing with something you're not quite sure about. You've dealt with this last time, so give me just a stamina awareness. As you try to remain aware of all your senses as you take this.
Difficulty
Difficulty 6. Okay.
3 successes.
You remain super fucking 10 aware of everything that is happening. Okay, so last time I briefly described that feeling you had of creativity and how it sort of drew you into the dream and whatnot and how you were aware of all of it. You can feel a whole bunch of that right now, and you realize that the peyote really is just a hallucinogen. Like, you are hallucinating stuff, you are seeing shapes and colors, and it is triggering the creative part of your brain. What you are now understanding is that that feeling that lured you into that lucid dream before, the peyote is just a helping thing. You don't need that anymore. You can access this whenever you want, although in this particular case, you're about to access it anyway because you did just take it. But you could access it whenever you want if you were to spend a point of conviction.
Yes.
But in this particular case, you're already just, going there. And when and where are you taking this?
Back at the apartment.
At the apartment with the others there with you?
I hope so.
Yeah, Victor would probably be if you go like,
I
no,
would
we're doing
appreciate
this now.
having a
He's like,
sleep.
yeah, Victor's there if you go like, no, we're staying home. I'm gonna eat some melon. He's like, okay.
Also, I need you to observe where I disappear, if I disappear, and what happens.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, while sitting on the couch in a nice chair, I don't know exactly what you would have. Let's say it's a couch. And you're taking that and you're like, I think it's about to hit. And as you breathe out, it's just, you feel it take you. And you now fully understand that feeling and how you would be able to trigger it, even regardless of peyote. In this particular case, you are just experiencing a drug trip, which is sort of stunning you and locking you in place, while also having this effect. You are entering the dream. Meanwhile, the rest of them will be looking at you at this point, and they will see you first become briefly blurry and then go whoop, gone.
I try and sit on where he was.
You try to sit there, and as you do, you realize that because you're touching him, you can sort of then briefly see him again, but he's blurry, and if you get up again, he is then again not visible for you, and then you sit back down again, and you can sort of see where he is now, but if you don't do that, he is effectively invisible.
Right.
Like shadow melding.
He writes down that didn't disappear physically there, just...
He's there, you just have
non-detectable
difficulty seeing him.
Yeah.
And the others share that same experience. It doesn't seem like he's going anywhere. He is just invisible.
Yeah.
In fact, you sort of have to focus your mind to even acknowledge to yourself that he is actually there, as you feel like you have that thing out of sight, out of mind. Well, that is very much the case here, as you almost seem to forget that he's there if you don't quite focus on it.
Right.
Marcus should take a video of him and then see if he can see it on the video.
Okay. Yes. And it seems to have a sort of weirder effect than you would expect. Like, if you focus on the video, the effect is more or less the same as if you were to focus on him just looking at it there. Which is that if you look at the video, he seems blurry and then invisible, and then if you really focus yourself on, no, I know he's there, then you can see him again. It is as if something about him is now obfuscating his very presence. Not in the visual thing, but in your brain. And that happens to persist through the video.
Sleepwalk. Have invisible scouts.
Pretty much, but I mean, right now he is sort of, stunned and just sitting stoned on the couch. Also, he himself is having an experience right now. Pex, would you mind briefly telling me what you've been doing for the past, year of dream, real quick?
Damn it! I wanted to
Learning kung fu. Say learning kung fu.
He is fighting, a black man wearing sunglasses in a dojo right now, as everybody was kung fu fighting is playing.
Yes, that is exactly what I've been doing. However, before that, I did do like some simple checks, the things that we discussed earlier, just to test like the parameters of the
Can
plays.
you
and
read a
actually,
book?
like,
Can you learn a new skill? Can you pick a lock? And as you do, much of the things seem to work by dream logic, that you don't actually learn a new skill, you just sort of convince yourself that, well, obviously I've picked 10 locks, this 11th one must be super easy, and then it is super easy. Not because you have understood stuff in
I will
reality,
also pick up my phone and try calling these guys.
You pick up your dream phone, and in your dream you will hear what you expect to get as a reply, which is Miko going, I'm such a fabulous queen, Pex darling.
Is that Pex's
Definitely
idea,
works.
Victor?
It's,
Yep,
yes, how
definitely
he
works.
imagines you are.
While in reality, what Victor is doing, this is part of the Victor's tests, is he's leaning to Pex's ear and he starts whispering descriptions, like vaulted cathedral ceilings, pillars, eyes, walls decorated with eyes that follow you. Like he's trying to see if words from the outside can influence what you see on the inside. How much your brain picks up like stimulants from outside, and does that weave into your dream?
I mean, you wouldn't know that until he, gets back to.
Oh yeah,
the
no, absolutely.
real
Like
world,
he fully intends to ask what you see afterwards, but like he's whispering into your ears these weird,
stuff,
hellish description.
Yeah. Is
Like a
anyone
good
else
people-
getting in on the screw with Pex hour?
I'm the
No.
trip guard, just checking that everybody's staying safe.
Well, it's just him
Well,
on drugs right now.
Yeah,
so
Victor's not
technically
tripping.
the screw
Victor's testing a poke and seeing what
Don't
happens.
tell me Victor's not high on his power right now. So yeah, just
He's high on
checking.
curiosity.
Yeah, making sure everybody gets back home safe and sane.
He's doing the ultimate drugs, knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Then he'll scratch you behind the ear gently and see if how your body reacts, or if you react, and like all these like how Pex reacts to stimuli.
Right. But
yeah,
again,
you're being
it takes
put in
you
whisper
it takes you focus just to. I would have you roll checks, but it would take forever to even determine that he is there and that you can interact with him and sort of force yourself each time to no, we can't actually do a thing
Right.
here. He's not gone. And yeah,
That's why he's
you
sitting
have a
on the
whole
lap.
bunch of your tests.
Yeah.
Yes, but if no one has any particular test, after a few, let's say 2 hours, Pex sort of gets out of the majority of his trip and can return to the real world if he wants. Again, this is a lucid dream for you, and at this point you are aware that you are dreaming and can just snap out of it at any point you want.
Yeah, I want to experience being high though.
I mean, then you just, I got time, and you just relax and enjoy the high. However long you want. You have a lot of peyote melon. So you just sit there enjoying it. Meanwhile, others,
Yes.
what do you do then?
Oh, until he
I start
snaps out of
watching
the dream.
boxing.
Yeah, no, as long
Peter's
as
bored.
Victor keeps whispering your landscapes to you until you snap out of it.
Great. Yeah, Victor's busy. Peter
Yeah.
watches boxing on TV. Or what?
Marco did online shopping, something nice, something like a Las Vegas theme for his son.
Okay. It sounds like you were spending your entire day just like this. Okay, at some point,
Yep.
yeah. 9-time hits. Eventually, Pex will snap out of his little stupor. Whether or not you have incorporated things you heard, again, it is lucid, is completely up to you. Because you could in the back of your head sort of experience like, oh yeah, descriptions, and then like someone saying don't think about pink elephants, you can start thinking about it. You can also just say fuck off, I'm thinking about this other thing that's way more interesting.
Right, okay.
And yeah, if nothing else, you are filled during this time with an overwhelming sense of creativity, which best describes what you are submersed in. And yeah, so the rather mundane ideas that are being whispered into your ears, oh, vaulted ceilings of a thing. If nothing else, the thoughts fill your head that this is just boring. Like, well, yeah, these are, nice ideas, but they are nothing compared to the fucking Sistine Chapel of ideas I am painting up right now.
Right, yeah.
A brief sentence said while I'm sitting on a couch, that is boring compared to I am riding a dragon, fighting an army, and, raising a family all in the span of one story in the span that you said that sentence. I have read and written Lord of the Rings and experienced it, including all the bonus material in the span it took you to say that sentence. Unbridled creativity. If an artist were to ingest that amount of creativity, they would pump out a masterpiece and then drop dead.
Good thing I have no artist skills then.
Yeah. I mean, also, it's the sort of creativity that's just sort of existing in the ether right now for you. With that said, you snap out of that, share your experiences. I don't know if you have any particular story you would wish to share from that.
Nah.
As a continuation from last time. I'm sure there would be many stories.
Yeah.
I'm just not
It's
sure.
more about
whether
the
they were
testing
interested.
and prodding
Yes.
this time. Then,
Yes. If nothing else,
Character
it confirms it as you check with the others exactly what it is. When you enter that state, either through some sort of drug or by forcing yourself into it, you seem to turn invisible, if not blurry, which also seems to carry over with various technological things to obfuscate your presence.
Another test that Victor wants to do then, once you're awake, is we show you the videotape of you being in that state. Does that affect you?
That's a good one. I'm gonna say that Pex would probably be aware of himself in the footage. Just like he was aware that he was sitting on the couch at that time, he would be aware of himself in the footage.
Okay.
Like, yeah, no, there I am. I'm sitting right there. Like, can't you see me? And then, of course, he would point himself out, and then that would sort of break the illusion for you guys, briefly, and you would go, oh, yeah, no, there he is.
That's weird.
That is
No,
weird.
it makes sense. It makes sense. Because you share the
does?
ability, it would probably make sense that your brain is capable of seeing through.
No, but
the-
the whole idea of you guys not seeing me, like I'm sitting right there, obviously. Like for
Right,
me, it's
but-
plain as day.
Right, but our brains and our minds are also not fully experiencing and understanding what you are going through. So whatever this is, and he generally points to the video, is not something we are equipped to see through, and he points to your hand, as opposed to you, who has been afflicted with it. It is part of you. So I imagine it's like you have, for the lack of a better term, an anti-venom in your mind for this. Which leads me to believe that the Bigfoot didn't necessarily go anywhere. It might have just been there, and being in this state renders itself fully
Do we have any
invisible
footage
to
of
us.
the Bigfoot?
That is
Good
I don't
question.
think we did.
I don't think you did.
Can you guys pull some footage, some like
I mean, we can
just a,
scour
just a
the
big
internet link.
just a Bigfoot video on YouTube, something that obviously is there's nothing in it, but you know, someone thinks they saw something on it.
Pull
some
up some
blurry
random
figure.
internet YouTube footage with nothing in it, and then check if we can see something in it.
I mean,
it is evening, so technically, yeah, we could just scour the internet for
You
Bigfoot
could.
sighting videos.
Well, okay, the problem with that is that you are told it's a Bigfoot sighting video.
Right. I mean, that is true. Damn it, that was also in Oregon. I don't think we want to go back there anytime soon.
I mean, there's other Bigfoots around the country. You'll get your
True.
chance.
I mean, well, yeah, once we get that chance, but at least we know that you're partly immune to this effect now because it's
I mean,
part of you.
you've determined he is immune to his own effect.
Yeah, at least.
Whether
Yeah,
or not
that's
he is
my
immune
view.
to someone else's effect, that has yet to be determined. Because if there's someone there and you can't see him, then you don't even know if you're testing the effect on it.
Yep.
It's
So,
quite possible
anyway-
that you have seen someone hidden in plain sight like this hundreds of times, and your brain has just registered it as
which is why
nothing
I
is there.
was thinking, like, click through a couple of YouTube videos with supposed Bigfoot sightings that maybe I can see shit in that these guys
All
can't.
right, well, you pull up
blurry
some
shit.
YouTube videos of supposed Bigfoot sightings, and all of them are either that there is just, oh my god, guys, can you hear this thing in the wood? Rustle, 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 rustle. Oh my god, there's something there. And actually, you can see that it's just, nothing in the woods, as far as you can tell. Or where it's like, look, and then you see briefly a monkey walking through the woods, and then you look at it closely, and it's like you freeze frame. That's just a guy in a suit, or it's just a monkey. And you're like, well, that's the Bigfoot sighting, I guess. It's just, and then all the comments underneath it generally match that, where they will say, "That's just a guy in a suit, you fucking assholes," or, "Oh, that's clearly just a chimpanzee. Why are you pretending that this was made in New York, you asshole?"
I think we need to go and find a genuine article. Again.
The problem
but
seems
that's
to be
it.
that you don't know whether or not it's actually there, and if it's on YouTube and someone says, "I uploaded this thing where I saw Bigfoot," then generally it's because there is something in the footage, or they're clickbaiting, and it is not what they say it is. There are 100 reasons that something could be wrong. But it does not, after some testing, seem to be the case that PEX can just look at any video and see, oh my god, look! Martin Luther King's ghost is right here, floating next to this guy. And look, in this video, a little gray alien is tap dancing on this man's head. That is not the case. If so, then that is the peyote doing stuff for him.
Mhm.
With that said and done, unless there's specific questions, we should probably move on to the next day.
It's interesting that you can, like, become invisible and all, but you also seem to just sit there. So what's the point?
Well, the sitting
can't even
there,
move.
according to his own experience, will be very much the peyote doing that.
I know, but Peter doesn't.
I'm assuming he shared some information. It also
Right,
begs
so
the
you
question, what do you
Could
Yeah, I
do
mean,
it.
I'm thinking, should I share the fact that I can do this without drugs? Probably wouldn't.
Okay. So what's the point?
Alright.
You just sit
We
there.
know you can do it without, because we've seen you do it without drugs.
Well,
have you seen
you
it
can
without-
put
that
two and
is
two,
true.
can I?
Well,
That
because
was
in
me
the
rubbing
woods,
on the tree. That's a little different.
That is true. The first time he did it, he wasn't on drugs.
yeah, he was, yeah, but then he came back, and then like he became clear, and then was like, "Can you do it again?" And you tried it again, and that's when you first paid the conviction, and you went blurry again, and there were no drugs involved. So sure, it could be the glyph, but we know that there are
Well,
circumstances
then you have a
where
hint about me not telling the full truth.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at least Victor remembers that you have done this at least once without drugs. Whether or not it requires some other catalyst, we don't know yet. But he doesn't say anything at this moment about it.
Yeah,
he doesn't
no.
want to call you out.
Bex is like, I need drugs.
Yeah. But you see Victor giving you a slight as he writes something. But yeah, no.
Anyway, could you were aware of your surroundings, right? So maybe people use it
A little
like
bit.
sentries, just invisible sentries.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, like, can you do the blurry bit while still stay aware enough of your surroundings?
see
and
or
know
hear?
the wake world?
No.
Seems
I had
seems
to,
like a too big of a trade-off.
Yeah, no, like I could barely understand that you were communicating with me, like barely. So
Well, that seems pretty useless. Sorry to
I mean,
say.
Not particularly. If you can learn to control that without the drugs, then you could technically slip into that and be invisible somewhere. If you're even partly aware of your surroundings, then you can know when the coast is clear. and you
It
can
is
just
very
come out
much
of
a
it.
choice on his part, as much as he may or may not be communicating that.
Yeah.
Of course, why would you want to do something boring like walking around a place and being a sentry, experiencing the real world? Well, you could be doing some fucking awesome dream stuff.
Yeah.
getting high.
But yes, this explored. The question then becomes, what do you do with this information? And more importantly, what do you do with the whole Nelson situation? Today has passed 2, so that would make it Thursday.
Right.
Yeah, I think we really should go look around Nelson, try and figure this out. Because at this point, no doubt the news have sort of spread out that there's a group asking around after that monster. So,
Right. Do you want to contact that journalist that was doing the gang bit thing? See if there's anything new.
looks at Peter.
Maybe I mean, you probably did something in trade, some bullshit to feed her.
Maybe. Peter is currently in charge, so why don't you tell me what it is you want to do? Go to Nelson, contact her contact.
Yeah, the reporter, right?
Yeah, just tell her
God,
some.
you're asking Peter if he wants to
something.
contact Big Booby Lady again.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course I do. Strictly
does.
business, right? So yeah. Okay, sure. I'll contact her. I'm pretty sure she. Okay. Question is, does she want to meet up or stay like in phone contact only? Which
call
would be
Shaniqua.
another.
I'm going to say after your initial first impression, her response towards you will very much be, oh, well, what do you have to report after your investigation of your end?
All right. So yeah, think it might be a new like gang out here in the desert. We're checking this out. Have you found anything else? Have you heard any news of the of some incidents in in the desert area?
Yeah,
here?
you're not going to believe this, actually. I'm still writing up a full story on it. I mean, I published something on the other story. It already happened in Laughlin like a few days ago. I don't know, maybe you saw about it, but apparently some maniac drove a truck full of llamas into the city after stealing it from a nearby farm.
Oh,
And
what?
then just left it in front of a grocery store and then ran off screaming and giggling.
Were they wearing pants? Like
some of the stories say he
like,
wasn't, but I'm not sure if he's
Yeah.
There's some footage of it too. It was a crazy incident. Don't suppose you knew anything about that?
no.
Well, actually, there were alpacas.
Did I say llamas again? Alpacas, yes, not llamas. I don't know why I keep saying llamas.
I don't know, but that's
Only if you are English, then it might be me.
Yeah. No. First time I hear about it. Definitely.
How can you miss something like that when you're supposedly investigating this stuff?
Yeah, sorry. I've been out of time. As I said, our investigation led us to Nelson, and we're checking that town out
All right.
at the moment. And yeah, there has been some, I think, some criminal activity. The teenagers were a bit scared, or warned off at least, about a place. And I tell basically the exact way to go to the mescaline farm.
You're trying to snitch again? You're
Is
just
it?
trying to snitch again.
Yes, definitely trying to snitch again.
Okay, snitch to the police, snitch to the crime reporter. It's like, okay, so there's, what, some farm there? What? Why is that interesting?
No. I don't go farm. I just go. There must be something interesting there because teenagers were warned off.
Okay.
Maybe if I don't.
Give
say
me
it out
manipulation
loud.
empathy as you try to make this sound interesting. She is already not very interested in anything you have to say, so DC 7. Because it sounds like, hey, hot babe, wanna, I'm telling you about this place. You should totally investigate in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere,
Yeah.
alone.
This-
Where I already tried, not where, but and I've already tried to hit on you a whole bunch, and now I might be trying to lure you in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Manipulation empathy. You said.
Yes.
Okay.
One
Hey, a success.
She doesn't. She sort of nods and goes, She does not sound convinced, but she sounds not insulted by it. Or at the very least, maybe she just wrote it down and will at a later point consider whether or not that's a good idea to go there alone, unarmed.
So, about that rock thing you said, was it llamas? Anyway, so.
I'm pretty sure it was alpacas. Actually,
yeah,
some
alpacas.
people got me a description of the guy supposedly driving the truck.
Okay.
And then she was got a big nose. Hold on. A big nose, a clean-shaven, military haircut. I don't know what you would have been wearing. A blue jacket, green pants. Wears leather gloves all the time.
Did it say like he looked Dean Winchester from Supernatural, right? So
I
it's
don't
fine.
know. We had multiple descriptions. No one really got a good look at his face, I think.
Yeah.
Where are you having
That's
this
a shame.
conversation on this call?
Oh.
I imagine we
well-
go to a quiet place, do this call solo,
Yeah, okay.
where there aren't
So-
people leaning in all the time, yelling stuff.
Yeah, I that was what I was wanting to ask if Victor can just go, did you tell about the blood puddle that we found?
And well, because I'm trying to play it as if I'd not been there. Can't tell about the blood splatter. Anyway, so yeah, that truck thing. Did you find out if there's anything? Is it connected to this whole thing? Bloods and crypts around or something?
Actually, see how lucky you get and what she tells you. She will tell you just that according to her contacts after the negotiations they had before, they are apparently planning, the gangs, to try and put an end to it this weekend by, going to and dealing with where they knew this originated, and that they have been preparing for something big, and that they're going to do it this weekend, but she doesn't know exactly what it is they're going to try to do. And then
shame.
after this, apparently the ceasefire is going to be over. It
wow.
won't be needed anymore, but that's all she knows.
Okay. Well, that doesn't bode well anyway for the town. Anyway, so now I forget as a player. Let me check. What's the name of the Brotherhood?
Of Steel?
Brotherhood. Was it
Leopold?
Brotherhood?
Or
Leopold? Yeah, yeah.
That one.
So have you ever heard of something like Brotherhood of Leopold? Maybe they're the ones.
That is a fucking stretch. Like, you think that some random crime reporter in Vegas has heard of that? Only on a 10.
Well,
9.
who knows?
No, only on a 10.
Close.
No. She will tell you that, no, the Brotherhood of Leopold, like, maybe, like, it's like one of the local biker gangs, I think.
Yeah, could be. I just heard the name, and maybe it would have been the thing they're fighting against, the gangs.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll put that down as another possible thing you've heard.
Yeah.
It could also just be hearsay, which, you know, the rumor mill is dangerous. Anyway, did you have anything else?
Um.
No? Okay, good. Well, I'll talk to you next time, then, if you have something of interest to report. As always, try to stay professional.
You too.
Okay, and she cuts you off. Okay, bye. Click.
Yeah, yeah. He says a little bit too, like.
She can hear you inhale to try to say something else. And nope, click.
All right. Well, I report my meager new knowledge to the rest of the crew.
You have snitched successfully twice on this. Who knows exactly when they will act on it, but we will see. But apparently things are also coming to a head this weekend, one way or another.
Yeah, this weekend.
We need to solve this before weekend, preferably before Friday.
Yeah. And she didn't know what they were fighting, and said that they're going to converge to where it all began, or something like that.
Right, which is somewhere between Nelson and Laughlin, which, according to what we heard. So like as not, they are going to go after the creature.
To solve itself.
Probably not. It like they are after the owl creature. So what it sounds like is that they're going to try and take it out with both gangs, which will, as we have established so far, is more than likely going to end up
use that as a distraction then, and find the ball of entrails in the meanwhile.
We should probably try and find that bowl of entrails before.
Yeah.
All right. Well, either way, it is now Thursday morning. Then.
Optimally, I suppose we should be there when the ball of entrails is being set up, so we can actually take care of the root cause.
Right. Yes, but the bowl of entrails won't be where things go down, because it wasn't where we were attacked. So the guys don't know about the bowl, they know about the creature. They're going to go, and if the stories of the creature are true, that when it feeds, feeding is required to make it, we don't even know if it consuming an entire gang's worth of entrails, it can regurgitate enough to make another one. So those guys making this one could potentially, depends on how the magic works, just make a gang of their own of these owl creatures.
Well, that is the problem, right? You don't know exactly what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Could I get a refresher where the Nelson village is on the map?
The Nelson village is, if you have the big highway from Vegas all the way south, through Searchlight, and then to the side to the little edge of, where is it? There it is. All the way down, and then to the little tip of, Nevada, where it is really close to California and Arizona over here. There is the town of Laughlin on this side of the river. And then, between these, there is this big stretch of highway. And in this little section here, right on the Colorado River, that is the area where supposedly stuff was happening. Nelson is pretty much in the northern section of that, just dead center.
Okay. Anybody up for some road tripping? Because I'd be willing to just drive around in that area and try to find, any clues of the origin, whatever the origin place. We should really take a survey of the area and try to get to pinpoint the place.
Well, does Marcus have the recording of the conversation he eavesdropped?
Which one?
Yeah.
Because that's what we have to go on.
The one in Laughlin between the gangs.
Yes.
That one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I believe I already sort of gave you the Cliff Notes version of that because that included a lot of static that he already cleaned up to sort of get snippets, which included stuff like, no, he's supposed to be dead, and no, I think that that thing, or they're pretending to be someone else, or just opened fire on it. Oh my God, that's an entire magazine, and it didn't kill it.
Yeah.
Drive faster, please drive faster. Holy shit, it's still behind us.
And something, and I think they mentioned something about an old road from Nelson.
Yes, and then also when you put the phone in the pocket, you also had what was called the Nelson cutoff road.
Yeah.
Which matched that.
Which is where the thing thing attacks.
If nothing else, everything seems to be centered around this area around Nelson.
Yeah. And where we were attacked was the Genko mine.
Yes, because you were following the road north, and then the phone stopped moving at that point. I don't know if you recovered it.
Nope.
You talked briefly about doing that, but you lost the phone moving at that point, which is why you went there slowly, and then the creature found you.
Yeah. And it was north from, driving around that. Well, we drove north from the mine, and at some point during that drive, Victor got the sense that it's north of that.
When you were, let's say, effectively at the Genko mine as a waypoint,
yeah,
and then while you were studying the creature, you would, because pinpoint is a little difficult when you're dealing with a creature with, you're staring at it and it's not exactly there, and it's a lot of stuff happening. You got the sense that there were, lines of connection, and that bowl that you were visioning to the north, which would put it at Nelson or to the north of that, or in the area of.
Yeah, exactly. So, this whole thing is centered around Nelson, so I imagine it isn't exactly at the mine, it is in Nelson's vicinity. So driving around further than Nelson is probably at this point not
If you're
needed.
basing it purely on what Victor saw, then that would be, not the Genko mine itself, but let's say, the Rand mine, Nelson, the Archway, the Ghost Town, or maybe one of the smaller mines that dot this area, like the Black Hawk mine.
Yeah. So chances are that thing is set up in an abandoned mine or a cave somewhere.
That is
Or
likely.
an
if you want to
abandoned
put something
building
out of the
adjacent.
way. There are also lots of
adjacent to it.
abandoned buildings, yes.
Yeah.
As you saw
So it
in
is-
the Nelson Ghost Town, there are lots of abandoned buildings there. If you want to hide something, there are plenty of places to do that.
Yeah. But I wouldn't go too far from Nelson. I would use that as the central piece.
That does seem to be the central hub of the circle that you're drawing.
Yeah. So road trip sounds great, but let's limit it to the near vicinity of Nelson. We already know that the Arch has no buildings. Like, we went up there, we at least couldn't see anything, so if it is near it, it's very well hidden, and we would be effectively trying to find a needle in a haystack. the old mines and their buildings nearby. Those are probably our best shot at this point.
It does
Yeah,
seem
I'm
like
up for it.
does.
So we should go and check it out.
Yep.
Check them all out.
Okay.
Yep. I don't think we're gonna get any questions answered if we start going to people.
Maybe. Maybe not. The question you gotta ask yourself is, if you go to the town, what would you ask them? And depending on their possible moods, or what they do or don't know, or what they are or aren't, what sort of responses would you probably get from them? Would they just pull out a gun and shoot you in the head if you say the wrong thing? Would they pull out a magic wand and go, "You're a frog now"? Boom. If you look at them with second sight and realize, oh, they're actually a monster, would you just shoot them in the head right then and there? Like, what exactly is your plan if that is the case?
Yeah. I think the first thing we need to do is try and find where they operate this magic from and disable it.
Okay.
Unless it's, of course, unless it's
Well,
just on their
I suppose
kitchen
that
table in
simultaneously,
Nelson.
yeah, that's also possible. It's just on someone's kitchen table. Let's say you look in a house and you see a big bowl of entrails.
Yeah,
What
and
then?
they go,
How do you know
that's not
not a
tonight's meal?
Yeah, how do you know it's not a butchered pig? Let's say you go into one of the mines and there's a locked door. Do you break it open because you want to check every bit of the mine? What if you break it open and what if you don't break it open and you just go into an abandoned mine and there's a bowl of entrails sitting on a table?
Yeah, this is going to be, yeah.
What do you do?
It would also be potentially very heavy on conviction to use second sight in every
Yes,
place.
because you would go to 10 different locations and be like, okay, go to location A, second sight. Go to location B, second sight. C, second sight.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it's an option, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, at least we could go like... Yeah, we could go check the buildings, at least, see if there are markings of recent use, or if we can find any indication that some sort of blood work or ritual work has been practiced there. And
I think it's probably more important for you to determine exactly what your plan is, not so much for finding it, which is, poke around in the area, which, whatever seems like it's most likely to do something. I think it's important for you to determine, what exactly your goal is. Do you want to destroy this creature? Do you want to learn about this creature? Do you want to find those people that are responsible for it, the magic family, and talk to them? Do you want to kill them on sight? Do you want to
Kill them on sight.
Kill them
talk
on
to them, of
sight.
course.
Destroy.
What about the gangs? If they show up all of a
Fuck
sudden,
the
we're gonna
gangs.
kill this entire town. Then what?
Then
Protect
we...
the innocents, but they're
No,
innocents
what the
too.
fuck?
Holy shit.
No, then we run, because I don't want to get into the middle of a gang fight. That's way too many fucking bullets.
That's true.
even
That's
if it means that they're going to kill an entire town of innocents.
An entire town of 37, yes.
I mean, yeah, they
Yeah, it's
probably
like-
could, and then just take over and be like, when the cops show up, they just live in those houses and go, "Yes, we live here."
And that's how you get
You're starting
skinwalkers.
to sound a bit like Murder Mike.
I mean, that's what they would do. The gang members are the murder hobos in this scenario.
No, I mean Pex is like, oh, innocents, fuck that.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna get... Like, you go ahead and you try and fucking piece it out between two gangs.
Yeah.
Be my guest.
Well, I think
Somewhere
if they
up.
don't find anything, I think that, I mean,
Well,
I still
it
say
sounds like they're going to try and kill the
using
creature.
them as a distraction seems like the
whoops.
best idea, best news I've ever had this whole couple
But
of weeks.
tell me, how would you use them as a distraction?
Well, while they're dying to the owl creature, we can hunt for the guys who made the owl creature while the owl
Okay.
creature is busy.
So why not hunt for the people doing the
Because they
outreach
can be
before the gang does it.
Sure.
Well, we don't know if they need
Give
to
me,
be present
just
by
point
the
me to
bowl.
a direction. Let me just fucking throw some bones into a bowl and ask God or something. Like, we
Sure,
don't
do
know.
that. Well, see, that's the point. We don't know. So you want to
Right,
use
but I'm
the
expecting
outreach
that-
as a distraction by attacking people we don't know who they are.
Yeah, well,
and
I'm
we
kind of
don't know where it
expecting.
is.
I'm kind of expecting the puppeteer to be where the puppet is, you know.
No, they weren't. That's the point. They were
Well,
not.
not stacked, obviously, but it's not like they're gonna be chilling in fucking Vegas.
No,
that thing
they're
is
likely
there.
in Nelson.
Exactly.
Right.
So what are we missing? What's the miscommunication here?
The point is that you want to use a distraction that happens we don't know when to find people we don't know who at a place we don't know where.
That's
Except
why we're doing this.
around Nelson's territory.
Pretty much.
That's why we're scouting.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. We should do scouting now, not wait until the distraction is happening and
Obviously.
then start acting.
Yeah, obviously.
Like it sounded like, no, let's wait until they're doing things and then act. It's like, but we don't know where and when.
No.
Weekend
we
is
scout.
3 days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
scout,
What did you
and
expect
then-
me to go and sit in Nelson for 3 days just waiting for a fucking gang to show up?
No, that sounded like what you want to do.
No.
Is wait for the distraction as opposed to
No,
let's
I'm
find-
just
like,
saying
the whole point
it's
is that
a
we
good
want to
plan
find
B.
Sure, absolutely. Like like I said, I don't
Just
give a shit
get a
if gang
car
members
that
die.
fucking drives in the. We'll just rent a car that actually drives in the desert, not my fucking Corolla. And
Sure, yes, but let's
then we'll
not
use
do it.
your pinpoint shit and try and track where that's gonna be the plan
Well,
B.
I
Obviously,
will
we're
need to
going
be
to
able to
scout for-
observe the creature. We would need to be there at the gang wall to see the creature so I can use it and hope that it connects me again. Because it's doesn't always.
didn't
It's a bit
you-
like
Didn't you get that information with your pinpoint already?
yes, it's a vague
Yeah.
direction and what it is connected to, but I can't see the threads now. Like it's not something I can
There
just
was a thread?
trigger every time.
Oh.
Well, it was like red blood red strings connecting somewhere to a bowl and then somewhere in the north.
I mean, that was a lot of
That's-
fucking blood where we picked up the peyote thing. Like, maybe it was
It was.
that spot, maybe?
No, well, no, because like I said, the guy was dragged into a vehicle, likely a trike, that then drove down the hill to the main road and then went God's nowhere. So he
Right.
wasn't there anymore. Also, I saw no buildings or anything around in that area. So someone's
no.
killed there, taken
Yeah.
somewhere. We have no tracks.
That's a lot of blood. Maybe someone was gutted there, summoned the owl creature, and then fucking drove off after the owl creature was done with.
Yeah, and that's where our trail ends.
Right.
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 So what's your point?
That we should do some scouting and we should focus on the top of the trail
Nelson.
and surroundings of Nelson.
Yes, that is
Yes.
exactly what we've been saying. We should scout surrounding.
Then
Nelson.
why are you claiming I'm trying to organize
Come
some
on.
kind of a genocide instead? This
Come on, married couple. Yeah, we can.
Because you
take care
said
of
let's run and let them kill the town, and I'm like, well, how about we act before they?
There
do
is
that?
no fucking town, first of all. It's like a hut with 2 people in it, okay?
Well,
That's not a fucking town.
I mean, it's still a small
Minor
village.
exaggeration, but close.
No, my point is, you sounded like you're happy to wait until they act and kill everyone and just call it a day.
It's a
which is
decent
what I
plan
want.
B.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to solve this, and you're just coming up with a bunch of issues and not a single solution.
Yeah, because the solutions are what we're trying to figure out here.
Yeah,
Why are you only coming up with problems?
we should go and figure.
Because they're the
figure
questions
them
that need to
out
be
then.
answered for us to solve this.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
We can
It
work
just sounded like
together.
you're oversimplifying this, and I'm trying like, no, it's not a simple thing.
The oversimplified plan B of gangs do stuff, monster appears, you can then use your ability to see where its lair is a possibility as a plan B.
Yes.
But that's a plan B, and you have a few days left. So what is your plan A
Yeah.
before then? You could drive around. You could ask around in Nelson.
I mean, I thought we already asked around in Nelson.
You
No?
asked
No, we
some
haven't.
kids
That was a
at
ghost
trailer.
town.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
there was
asked
kids
around at the ghost
kids
town.
Wait, we
You
spent the
asked
whole
some
day
kids
over
at a
there?
trailer.
I know I took a nap during that, but like, come on, guys.
You spent some time in the ghost town. You talked to the kids, and then you decided to go up a trail,
Then we
and then you
drove, yeah.
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, then we drove the trail and it was nighttime, and even you were like, "We're not staying." And then we came here came there next day.
Right, so we just spent like 12 hours
Yeah,
in
we would-
Nelson talking to one guy.
Well, the ghost town of Nelson, which is not the main town of Nelson.
It's like 20. Okay, I was about to throw meters. What the fuck is like? It's about 20 yards
We
away.
definitely drove past Nelson to the place where the trail goes up. Yes, we absolutely did after we found the kids outside of the town smoking and listening to sinful music. And then it was evening.
Right, but I mean, that was the whole populace of Nelson that you saw pretty
No, that was 3 kids.
That was three
Yeah, exactly,
kids.
and their parents.
Yeah, you're missing the 34 other people. That we didn't ask.
Yeah, and then whatever people aren't on the census.
Okay, what are we gonna ask them then? Let's use one day and go and bother those
That's the thing.
people.
Do we want to
What
ask?
are
I
we
mean,
gonna be like?
Also, I've
Jehovah's
determined that
Witnesses?
Pex is in charge in case of misunderstanding.
Sure.
So-
Yeah. Well,
What are we gonna be? Jehovah's Witness? Go knocking on doors? Ask.
I mean, you could be.
Have you seen any demons lately?
Have you heard the good
don't-
word of killing all demons?
Exactly.
You can you can use your eyes as well to just see. I mean,
My eyes work at like. It's a very focused thing, okay?
Yeah,
it's
I know.
not like I can use it for hours on end.
you can't.
No.
Just whenever we go to a house, you just stare at the face and go, "You're not wearing another guy."
No. Because we agreed that I can use it once per scene.
Per scene, but I imagine if you know, how long is a scene? If you go to a different house, you would be able to use it again, probably.
Okay. I mean,
So
yeah,
once per
then-
house.
Depending on the
then
length
I
of
can
the
do it.
event.
Then I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's our best option. Of course, assuming that they wear someone else's skin at home.
Yeah, why
But-
would they do that?
I mean,
but
you
that
would
means
feel
the skin is somewhere.
Yeah, the feel that I got from one of the skinwalkers, at least, is that they are very old. So even then, unless they have a means of sustaining naturally their youth, then even then they would probably mask their ancient face with some manner of magic, which is something you would probably pierce.
Okay, just for context, what do you consider ancient?
Pex is like in his 60s.
Centuries?
Gotcha. Okay.
It's relative, right? And it's a feeling. It was second sight. That stuff's.
Yeah, it was second sight, exactly. So for Invictus' mind, that means that they are at least over 100.
Well,
to be very, very old.
let's assume that if you activate your sights, it'll at least tell you the clues relative to. This is just old, not very old. Well, this isn't what we're interested in. We leave.
Yeah, no, but like very old for Victor would be like they're at least 100, if not over. Like in human time, that is very old to be walking about freely, disguised as a bodyguard.
Yeah. Anyway, again, go to Nelson, ask around, because the longer you wait, the more rumors might spread around you.
Yeah.
Or it might also cool down, depending on if you think it was, a hot item of you guys showing up and giving them some cash. Alternatively, drive around and just poke around at the various places.
Both is good.
Yeah,
You
but we
can't do
need to,
both at
I
the
think,
same
focus.
time. They take time. What do you
Right,
do
but we had
first?
3 days.
Yes, what do you do first?
Nelson.
Great. You go to the town of Nelson. Zzzt. Let's see. Where do we have a good side of this place?
And what's our disguise? Or do we just go as tourists? Do you want to get us all all slacks and button-up shirts and a neat tie or a bow tie, so
Yeah,
we can
what do you
meet
look
Jehovah's
like?
Witnesses.
We're just his YouTube crew.
Oh,
All
fair.
right, that works.
Like,
All right.
if anything, just
You're in
Peter
charge.
come up with an alibi, like figure
Okay.
out
Yeah.
a creature.
And we will have
or,
washed
like,
our clothes at this point. So
something
no smell of
that you're
gasoline.
filming.
I'm assuming so. You've been back to your apartment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you go to this
Just
place.
bring it
You're
up.
pretending to be Peter's YouTube crew. You're clearly outsiders to anyone that sees you. You can't exactly blend in.
Yeah.
Of course, tourists
Yeah,
are
I
easy
mean,
enough for them to
we've already
dismiss.
been here a couple.
But once you get closer
least
to their
once.
house, you're considered, once you go off the main road and get closer to their trailers and houses, you would be considered an oddity. Let me quickly pull up something else. Let's see. Do we have it? Do we have it? Do we have it?
Like
This
maybe
one-
we're doing a bit on coyotes and stuff, and nah,
Okay,
let's see.
let me do a quick luck roll to see
Show
where
me,
you
show
end
me
up.
that beautiful Google machine, please.
Beautiful. What? Beautiful Google machine?
Yes, someone pass me a phone, and I Google Vegas desert wildlife.
Oh, like you're doing a story on this creature, you mean?
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Dude.
Where
Okay.
you go?
Back to the character. Oh,
Desert bighorn sheet, desert tortoises, and coyotes, as well as a variety of birds, reptiles, and small mammals like
Burrowing
jackrabbits and
owls.
kangaroo
Quick
rats.
luck check to see if you end up in one place or another.
burrowing
Yeah, some kinds of-
owls.
Okay.
You may also encounter predators such as mountain lions and bobcats.
You will end up at this place in Nelson, where you initially start. The town is sort of two segments, but this seems to be I don't want to use the word compound, gated community, where there is a gate that is locked that keeps out most people, and then there are several family-sized homes, as well as a few trailers.
A pirate flag.
And a pirate flag, yes, on one of the houses. You can't just, drive up to them. At the very least, you have to either hop the fence or break the fence open or ring the doorbell at the fence. Before anything else, let's see, who would be in charge right now on the location? That would be Peter. Peter, give me a perception. Let's see, perception driving.
All right. Wow. Just a fail.
Yep, all right. Peter looks around but doesn't recognize shit.
Doop 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 doop. Just
Nope,
driving
leaving
along.
the rest of you to figure shit out by yourself whenever that happens or
Hey.
not.
Wow! Did you see what I see? I saw just there's a pirate flag there. Wow!
There sure
Yep.
is.
Trying
There
to
is.
distract everybody else too.
Peter extensively distracts everyone.
Consider me distracted.
Yes. But yeah, after that, Peter is in charge of moving forward. How do you proceed with this situation? You want to ask around here, but the entire area here, despite there being several homes, seems to sort of have an aura of stay the fuck out.
Yeah.
Let's go ask the pirates.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the pirates
start
are
with the pirates.
behind the locked gate.
Yeah, private property. You don't want to go in there.
There's
Then
Somali
that's
pirates in there.
scouting.
Maybe we could. They don't seem to have a doorbell out here or
There
any
doesn't
intercom
seem to
thingy
be
or
one,
anything.
no.
So
How are you
Oh.
supposed to arrive?
Wait,
I mean,
wait.
yell, I guess.
Oh, okay. I thought the sign said truth, but I think it says Trump. All right.
That one? No, that's a Trump sign.
Yeah.
It's a Trump 2016 sign.
So, what about the house next to it? This
Wait,
one.
that one? Well, I mean, it's also within the same gate. Like the fence sort of keeps going.
Yeah, I understand that. How about the other side?
And the other side is also
the
within
Trump
the same
sign.
fence.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, technically, if we go over here real quick, we can look at it from the other side. And then there's a bunch of mailboxes here. And then...
Well,
I guess this is outside of it. But,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the neighbor. So let's go ask that neighbor what they think of the pirates.
Yeah, all right.
I will handle Peter one of the MAGA hats from the trunk. Just in case.
Excellent.
Why do you have?
And of
my
course, this household is the only one that doesn't support him.
Why don't you have that, Mr. Disca? Yeah, they actually just don't care for politics. They only have that there for the explicit reason of pissing off their neighbors. Okay. I'm just gonna say that you're gonna go up to that neighbor, right? All right. Peter, you're in charge, so I'm assuming you're walking up to the door and just ringing the doorbell.
Yep.
Nelson person. After a moment, they will come to the door and say, yeah, we don't take solicitors here. What, did your car break down?
Oh, well, some problems with it, but nothing for you, good person. My name is Peter, also known as Gung Ho in the magical world of internet. Who might you be?
He's squinting an eyes like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'm gonna lean in towards Victor and be like, does he always like move his hands that much when he talks? Very emotive.
Not in his videos.
For now, he
what am I
goes,
doing?
hello, Peter. Yeah, I'm Terry.
Yeah.
I live here. This is my house. As you can see, you just rang the doorbell. What do you want from me?
Oh, have you lived here for long?
Yeah. What do you want?
okay.
Are you trying to sell me something? What are you doing, Peter?
No. So I'm asking because this neighbor of yours, he seems to have an interesting flag.
You point over to the pirate flag house.
The pirate flag. Yeah, like we'd like to interview them, but you know it's behind a gate. So how do you usually approach these people?
You want to interview Grandma Begay? No, I don't. Just leave her alone. She's just a friendly old lady. You shouldn't bother her.
Well, I'm expecting she has some interesting tales around these parts, because
yeah, but I mean, I don't think she likes outsiders much.
even old folks, they need some company time and again, right?
It's fine. She
how
has
many
her
times have
family.
you? Oh,
Also, she's been going through some
okay.
hard times recently. I don't think she really needs you to be stirring up stuff.
anything to do with the, the happenings I've been hearing around here?
I don't know what you've
around
been hearing.
Nelson too. Well, people going missing or something like that.
Are we in
Anything
the
like
car
that
or are
ring a
we
bell?
Peter?
You tell me, because it drastically influences the
I
sort
would
of
have
checks.
I would have completely interrupted him like 15 times already if I was there. So
Okay, so let's assume you're not there. Then. It's
car.
just Peter. It's just you, Peter.
Yeah, okay,
Everyone's
that's
in the
fair,
truck with the windows rolled up, and they're yelling, "No, no, don't say that!"
That's not what we agreed on.
What were we doing here? No.
Why exactly are you here? Oh, you're the grandma who lives next door to you. Yeah, I
Your
thought you
grandma
were
witch. Does she make people disappear?
Right, those are voices in your head, Peter, the voices of your teammates yelling at you to do stuff. As you then hand wave it away and like, no, I'm doing something. We're doing stuff the Peter way.
Exactly. No. Those are what it sounds like, Peter. That's what we imagine Peter's asking.
Peter,
like,
you're talking.
"Is it
Talk.
Yeah.
Is she hot? All people in company too.
So nothing. You haven't heard anything like that? People
Well, you're
missing?
being incredibly vague, and I don't know really what you're asking about. I don't
take
want any
this,
trouble, and I'm not one to gossip.
You're a man of few words. I can see. Well, thing is, I'm sort of investigative journalist type. And,
I hate journalists. Look, I don't care
I
what
figured
paper
as
you
much.
work for. Just no. You can find a story somewhere else.
Well, sorry to have bothered you. Don't worry, I'm not soliciting
Great.
anything or.
And don't
gonna
bother
mention you.
Grandma. She's been busy, just recovering from a tragedy. Okay.
Okay,
Great.
so
And then he will try to
have a nice day.
slowly close
Hello.
the door.
I'll go back to the car and be like, well, good thing is I heard the gated place, the pirates. It's actually a grandma, so maybe we could just go and ring the bell, because ain't a grandma gonna like hurt us, right?
Well, unless she's an old witch
Well,
Right.
capable
guy
of
could have
summoning a
been
vampiric creature.
that guy could have been a witch. All I
Did you
care.
check him out?
Was I supposed to? Right, I
yeah.
was supposed to. Shit. Well,
Yeah,
sorry,
you were,
I got
that's
some-
kind of our job.
I got so excited. Just somebody
Someone else
opened
to
the
do
door.
usually.
Did you get like any
Damn it.
pointers on like caves or hidey holes up in the mountains? Did you ask about that stuff?
You know, the stuff we
Oh.
discussed beforehand.
Yeah.
Points to checklist in Peter's hand. Ask about these 5 things.
and he's like patting on his pockets, and he's like, you know what? I think I kind of lost the itinerary.
Yeah, I mean, I admit he was kind of cute, but it'll look weird if one of us now goes back to the car and goes, "Hey, sorry, our friend forgot to ask. Does your grandmother work with Staginis?"
Sure. We could go and check another house, right? Maybe somebody else do the talking.
No,
I can
you
be
were
your
doing so
I can be your
well.
backup, right?
Yeah, Victor's in charge, but you can point someone else to be like, you go here, ask about this.
Oh man, Pex, do you see anything if you look at Grandma's house?
Well, I mean, like I said, it doesn't work on objects. So if you want to,
Well,
Well,
Want
if
me
there's
to
anything
go
hidden,
peek
if
in
they have
from the windows,
concealed
or-
the thing
it
in
works
the
on
front yard.
details you perceive in all sorts of forms,
God.
right?
Yeah.
It's ultimately
Like
up to you
handprints
to
that
see if
don't-
you want to use it here.
yeah, sure. Let's
Like if they have anything concealed or hidden or
All right.
So the guy said it was his grandma or what?
He just called her
No,
grandma.
just
Or
grandma.
specifically Grandma Begay.
and just to clarify, the guy looked Native American. Like he's not just a tanned white guy.
I mean, let's
Someone
call
about
him of
20
native
aged.
origin. Rather
Someone
than
maybe apprentice age.
Right, but like it looks like he has native blood in it, and it's just not someone heavily tanned with a botched spray tan and a black and white picture.
The guy you talked to looked like he could have been, part Native American at the very least.
Okay, good. Horrible racial profiling, but that's what we're looking for.
This is how our gang does research. Open door. Does he look? Does he look vaguely like the ethnicity we're looking for?
Well,
no. Have a nice day.
That is what we were pointed to by the expert. It was
As
like,
a
it's
clue,
probably...
but not as your main profile.
No, sure, but like so far, a recluse grandmother living with whoever this is, who's like, don't go in there, it's gated. We don't want you here. Oh, she's had a tragedy.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you didn't ask what the tragedy was, or what the fuck the specifics are.
No.
Fuck, Bex, you were activating your thing.
Yes.
I did ask, but he wasn't willing to say.
That's great. Bex, please.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay. 20 minutes is more than enough time for you to sort of examine the area.
Oh yeah, I want to go and peek in through the windows a little bit.
You peek in where you can and where you can see stuff. You will see, as you peek in through the window, various trinkets and whatnot inside that register to you as stuff you've never seen before. But more importantly, as you look to the vehicle storage area, you will see a trike that to your eyes will match more or less perfectly the tracks you saw earlier.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
At the
And from the
watermelon
back
farm.
of the area,
Yeah.
behind the house, you can't see it right now, there is a plume of smoke rising.
A plume of smoke the rest of us can't see.
Well, it's obvious to him, and he points it out. Yeah, I'm assuming he points out all the things he sees.
And I'm hoping that someone else is here with me.
Not like a
and
bonfire, but, still.
Yeah, no. But
Maybe not
just-
like... Yeah, I mean, fuck. The guy's gonna start shooting or threatening us with a gun from the neighbor's house pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. So let's just go balls deep. Let's go behind the house, check what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
When you say behind the
Like,
house,
if I was already
Probably-
peeking in through the windows, like I
you
don't
mean
think
hop the fence and walk around the house, or do you mean go all the fuck way around to look at it from the other side? Because I don't know if you have line of sight there.
Let's see. Can you roll that a little bit? Because I didn't check the Google Maps thing. Like how big is the
Actually,
fence?
let me just put Google Maps here.
The fence is like man height. At least you would have to climb.
I
It's a
think the fence
chicken.
goes all the way around. It doesn't really make sense for it not to. But, and then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buildings here in that gated area.
Oh,
Yeah, like it's probably multiple families.
Oh yeah, they did mention
Yeah,
families
but you asked
too.
about the one with the flag. So.
Well, family.
Yeah.
She
Well,
has a
yeah, but
family
like,
with her.
yeah, like the community is probably her and her children and grandchildren.
Anyway, with that information, how would you like to approach it? I'm going to say Pex is in charge because he's looking at stuff.
Yeah.
What do?
Should we just hop the fence and go?
You could. It is just a fence.
Go inside?
If you were a dog, it might keep you out, but
Oh, I
At
thought
this point,
that's like
I
a man height.
Well, I mean, how high is this? It's the size of a garbage container, so you can just grab onto this pipe and pull yourself over. Like,
yeah. At this point, I want to specify I have a pistol concealed on my person.
that is sort of important. Like, do you have your
Yeah.
rifle strapped to your back? The people have
Yeah,
their
I don't have
shotguns
my
in their hands. I don't know.
I'll only take my rifle with me if anybody else is taking something they don't conceal. Otherwise, I have my concealed pistol with me.
Okay. I'm just gonna double check who's in front. Is it Bex in front?
I suppose, but
It means that in case of doubt, I'll be addressing you.
Yeah, but I won't be going over the fence though.
Okay, well, who is?
At least not initially. I wanna scout out. Like I
Go around.
want to. Yeah, I want to go around.
Okay, you go around.
I'm
Let
following.
me do a quick luck roll to see if you can even have line of sight there. On a 1 or a 1, 2, 3, you can't really see. 4. Okay. You can just barely see that in between the two houses, there seems to be some people sitting in lawn chairs, one of them smoking, and the other one probably sleeping. One looks like an old grandma, and the other one looks like a teen with, from a distance, you can barely sort of see a messed up face. Also, if you're walking all the way around it, they're gonna probably see you. So note that they will have probably seen you at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna wave and greet them.
Okay. You can only sort of barely see them, and she seems to be wearing sunglasses. You don't know if she's seen you.
And he's
Well, as long as someone
You're trying to wave and get her attention, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give me, for Pex, charisma, empathy, which you have fucking none of. Wow, okay. That is not your best skill. Still one success. It's just, hey, we're a gang of people. Hi! Okay, but you seem to have good luck. The grandma will sort of raise her hand and sort of circle around as if to indicate, go around, stupid.
Yep, I nod.
You interpret this as
wave.
sort of a tacit
Yes.
sign of, hey, I'm at least not going to shoot you on sight when I see you.
Yep.
You go around. She does not get up to open the fence for you or anything. Do you hop the fence and go in?
I just push it if it's
The fence has a lock on it, like a padlock. Like you will have to
Right.
jump the fence.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll jump the fence.
Great. Who
I'll
else is
follow.
going in?
Peter.
Peter and
Sure. I'll.
Vex,
Yeah.
Marcus?
Victor's curious. Victor.
Marcus will keep watch outside.
Marcus stays in the car. Great. As you
I
hop the
will,
fence,
Let's have like a phone line open, basically. Like I'm gonna call to Peter,
okay.
and we'll keep it open so I can really fast arm them if something
You can
happens.
listen in and drive the car or hop in with a shotgun if needed. Great.
Yeah.
Inside, in the lawn chairs, will be a elderly lady smoking a very heavy smoking, big self-rolled cigarette with sunglasses. And next to her is a sleeping figure of a, let's say, late teen kid whose face looks like he has been through a combine harvester. He is asleep.
Is anyone coming to greet us, or
They're
just
not coming to
waiting in
greet
long-
you. The
long chairs?
grandmother side eyes in your direction and just sort of turns her head over to you as you walk in their general direction.
Okay, this was the time that we were supposed to activate second sight, so I will finally
Yeah.
do it.
Damn it. I am.
I still should have like at least 10 minutes of, or around
Dice
something like
turn.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The grandmother, as you walk
I'll
up
use
to
a conviction to activate. Victor looks away, like he's looking at the horizon when he activates it, because he remembers
Your
that
eyes
some people
briefly
can see the
glow.
golden. Yes. So in case these guys have the ability to see that, he doesn't want them to see it before he turns and looks at them.
Okay.
I don't consider them.
Decisions. Okay. First off, as you look at them, the grandmother will, to all your various forms of supernatural sight, look like she is a lot older than even she looks like now. Initially, she looked like she might have been 80. Now she looks like she's over 100.
There you go.
Additionally, she has what before was just, the aura of a grandmother. Now the aura of like this ancient sage. As for the kid next to her, he looks dead.
Oh. Oh,
Like
is this
before
the
you thought he was
tragedy?
sleeping, now you're just pretty sure he's just dead.
Okay.
Hello, excuse me. Sorry to intrude. Didn't mean to bother you.
She takes a drag on her cigarette, takes a look at you, particularly like the you. You're city folk, not from around here. Fuck, what voice did I have for? You're city folk, not from around here.
That is
But you're not the
correct.
people I was expecting either. So,
Oh,
who
my
are you?
apologies if you were expecting company. I'm here to represent my good friend Peter. Should be arriving somewhere over there.
He should be like walking right behind you, right?
Yeah.
oh,
We're here
yeah,
to
hello.
we're here to film some of the local wildlife, the local fauna, create some internet videos.
She takes another drag and just goes, uh-huh. Oh, are you? Okay. Sure. What sort of wildlife were you hoping to capture on your video tapes, Mr. Cityfolk?
The burrowing owls, I hear? They live in the desert.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
never
pretty
heard
sure
of
that's
such a
like
thing.
way to the north of the state.
Oh, you don't say? Oh, damn it.
Yeah, in like one of the national parks. I know, they're very cute, but if you're going to use that as a topic of your video, you should probably do a little bit of research first before just hopping over a fence and talk to some random grandma in some tiny, tiny town in the middle of nowhere.
What kind of people were you expecting, madam?
She takes another drag. Gangbangers, I suppose? Or, no, I suppose it still takes a little bit for them to get the cojones to come over here. Don't worry about it. Some other bad people, I guess I was expecting. Consequences.
The ones who hurt your grandson?
She takes a drag of the rest of the cigarette, taking it down to a nub, then pushes it out and goes, well, no, like I said, gag bangers are going to take a few more days, but I'll make them pay.
What's your beef with the bangers?
Is that something we should be taking into account while we move in the wild ship?
She takes her hand that had a cigarette before and sort of waves it over to the kid next to her. Goes, look how they messed him up.
They did this? How did that happen? Sorry for my curiosity.
They thought they could come onto our property where we were just minding our own business. And then they just didn't like him when he... She sort of flushed with rage a little bit. Anyway, it is something I will take care of. Don't worry.
Damn it.
Grandma will take care of it. I hope that answers your questions. You don't seem to be really related to any of this, so what brings you here besides your little, owl video? I can assure you that whatever you thought you were going to find here, it's really not.
I mean, damn it.
there was this
Trail.
No, wait, what is it called?
Damn it.
Out of character.
I need to wall. What would you... What would be a good wall? I mean, damn it. Victor wants to put his food in his mouth again. No.
Do it.
Speak in the moment. You have more success that way.
Yeah, he wants to know. No, yeah, he goes, so we're actually, well, yes, owls in a way, but we heard of sightings of a Stegini in these areas, and we're very curious about it.
Oh,
I'm somewhat of an occultist, you see, myself,
those.
and the knowledge is very interesting to me.
Hmm.
The knowledge
I
seems to
see.
burrow so deep in these parts.
Yeah. You know, I actually had family all the way back in Florida, and they had stories about these horrific Stigini creatures. I heard of them back there. Yeah.
So we met one in this area.
They were actually like horrid spirits of vengeance, and then at night they would hunt down whoever was an enemy of the tribe.
So is anyone who goes near the mine an enemy of the tribe?
The mine?
Or is it indiscriminate on who it hunts, so long as it goes within its territory?
She looks at you for a moment and it's sort of like, okay, what are you talking about? You can tell a little bit. You don't know. Okay. And how to word it? I mean, honestly, I'm just trying to get as many of those bastards as I can.
Right. So, how should I word this? So you and
It's
I have
okay.
not.
You don't need to pretend. I can tell you know more than you are letting on.
Right. So
just
we
let
have
us
not
drop the
met
facade,
before.
shall we?
All right. You and I have not met in Laughland before, have we? Briefly, as outside of.
No, we have not met.
Do you have someone else who can look?
Oh wait,
like other
hold
people?
on. Did you? Were you the guys with the truck full of the animals?
Yes, that was one of my things. Were you the security guard slipped among the people, the Bloods, I believe?
No, that was my.
The guy, and he points to the non-fenced house.
Oh no, not him. Don't
he's
worry.
not-
Michael is
he
not
doesn't-
here right now, but he did tell me. We had a good laugh at that one.
Right.
Oh, did you guys slip the phone?
That
into
was
his
me,
pocket?
yes.
God,
Yes, that was me.
Okay, we thought that was the gang onto him and tracking him.
No, we barely managed to escape the Stegini. It was a harrowing evening. See.
Oh boy, this was all completely unnecessary. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Well, you escaped with your life. So good job.
Yes.
Okay, we were worried
turns out
we would have to like tie up another loose end. Okay. Well. Okay.
When the gang is gone, what do you intend to do? Because apparently they're going to. This weekend is, according to our sources, is when they're going to move out and act. But your Michael's probably going to inform you about that anyway.
Well,
Unless
we had
he
heard
hasn't.
something, but I did not know it was this weekend already. So I guess they've been more careful. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much for telling me.
Is there a chance we could get some of the entrails?
What?
That control and keep the Stegini going. This is for academic research.
That is not how it works.
You can't just take some out. It has to be the full bowl.
No, okay. Look. Thank you for telling me that they are going to do things this week. We will finish this weekend. And now that we know that
Right.
they are coming earlier than we expect, we will prepare and we will end this. And you seem like decent folk who want to do what is right. If you are willing to help us, afterwards I plan to put my grandson to rest. My dear Manuel, and she sort of strokes his head.
So is he the focus of the Stegini?
You will learn what he is, what I have made him. But I will not share the secrets with just anyone. If you help me defend this weekend, then I know that I can at least call you a friend, and I will share a minor secret with you. And yes, if it is those entries that you so dearly want, you can have a small bit of it.
Right. He looks questioningly to
This was
to
unexpected.
zealots, and he goes, I mean, it's a monster killing monsters. Like I said, I don't give a shit about gang members, and if this is all about wiping two drug cartels out of this area.
If you are trying to hunt a monster, I guarantee you after this weekend there will be no more monster.
Right. I mean, come on, guys.
May I ask, what started all this? Like, why would you have beef with two of the biggest drug gangs in Vegas?
I don't. I have beef with one. But they decided to group up because they did not understand what they were dealing with, which was bad for me. So we thought maybe we can infiltrate and figure some stuff out, but that did not work.
So they found your little.
Well, we killed
Garden
about
patch.
20 of them.
Right.
And then they also took it personally, which fair enough. Honestly, if I had just found that guy that had done this could have been over already. But if they insist on protecting him, I will insist on retribution.
That's fair, I suppose.
She's rolling up a new cigarette in the meantime.
Yeah. The Stigini doesn't kill any of the town. That it purely hunts in that area and only gang members. Can you control who it targets?
Hunted us pretty well.
Well, yeah, but like she said, they thought it was the gang who did it. So they thought we
work
were
with the
gang
information
members.
we have. You know, I'm sure given the situation, you wouldn't take that personally. I mean, you were tracing us.
That is true. I just, for my colleagues, friends here, I'm just trying to understand the boundaries within which it operates. Is it anyone who enters its territory, or can you see through its eyes and choose the prey?
He's fine. My kittens have already told me your smell. We were aware of you for some time. You were doing some stuff out in the mountains for some reason too. You've been all over the area.
Oh, the cactus cats are yours.
Oh, you've seen them then.
I see. Yes, I've seen.
You have some good eyes then.
Well, I mean,
Wait.
when you come into contact
You
with
have Mother
vampires,
Earth as your pet?
she is Mother Earth.
She's
as far as
gonna
you
look
understand.
at Peter at that remark and just sort of go, "What the fuck is it?" And then turn back to Victor.
So
That's incredible.
the peyote seller we visited, he's also part of your family?
No, he's just some drug guy.
Oh, all right. But yes, we have seen them. The cats, they're incredibly adorable.
I love them.
Do you, are those
My pride and
created
joy.
or something? Is there something you also create, or is it something you just found and befriended?
Well, I have tended to them over a long time like a garden. These things are delicate.
Right.
They are the secrets we have guarded for a long time. But do not worry about it. These things are ultimately minor in the big stage of things. Actually, I was so worried that I had caused too much ruckus and was going to draw attention from some of the bigger players. Why do you think I hide down in a small bodunk town like this?
Fair point. I mean,
After
yes.
that incident in the reservation, I am just... Again, big drag. Just glad I could put most of that behind me.
Right. I mean,
over here, most of the people are just obsessed with aliens. Oh, Area 51. So scary.
Right, yeah.
Ooh. They
I
don't
mean,
understand that that's where they
I guess-
want you to look. They want you to look at like the big scary thing, and the song and dance they put in front of you.
So there's nothing in Area 51?
I mean, I imagine there is
Just a
something based on what
Marketing campaign.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was something.
No, that is not my point. But I don't know what's in there, but it is not it. Look, my point is, if you are willing to help me deal with it this weekend and make sure that Nelson comes through all of this just fine, you will get some of your entrails for whatever reason. Maybe you study them. She looks at you questioningly.
Studying is there is an interested party, an academic party who is sort of into the occult.
It's fine. Your business.
Just as I am.
Your business.
Yes.
You,
Yes.
you study
It
them,
is
you
for-
have fun with that. Take
Yes.
my word for it. Keep things silent. Only problems come if you draw too much attention. Only reason I caused all this in the first place is because this is personal.
Right. That noise is kind of what led us here, so I
Yeah.
don't know how easy relocation is, but you have led a trail, and we were warned already by our sort of
Contacts.
Oh,
the
speaking
people
of,
who sent us here.
she
the
will
Society of-
lean over real quick and go, David, no, he's fine. And from a nearby house, you hear sort of a gun click, sort of, and be put away.
Right. We were told that this should be wrapped up soon, before Society of Leopold catches wind. So apparently,
I
there
do not
is
know who that is.
It is an extremist Christian society that hunts the supernatural and especially things like the Stagini, and eradicates anyone that has anything to do with it.
I thought that was
With
just like the
extreme violence and
Catholics.
religion. Yes, the cats would probably also get you executed by them.
No,
if
not
they
the
find
cats.
those.
Yeah.
You have- I'm just saying, you made a lot of noise, so you might want to consider keeping an eye out for more than just a gang at this point.
I would hate to
Should
have
they
to
catch
move.
it? Yeah,
But I also want my
understand.
grandson back. You cannot have everything.
True. But what do you say, guys? Do we help clean this up neatly? I mean, I don't think this requires extreme measures. Like I said, I don't give a shit if what happens to a bunch of criminals. They've made their life choices, but
If they decide to charge this town with weaponry, we will return in kind. That only seems fair, right?
it is
Eye
America.
for an eye.
I am glad you
Yeah,
understand.
it is America.
You are clearly good people.
We try to be.
Hmm.
Oh, damn it! There's so much I want to pick your pet brains for.
I will not tell you the
Oh.
secrets of
What?
our work. That will not help you. Okay, maybe.
No, not
okay,
that one.
Tell you what. If you, if you make it through this and you impress me, I tell you a little secret. I am
Right,
not.
now,
I am
I-
not here to answer all your questions. That is
No,
for
and I
family.
understand that. Right,
And we don't
it's
have
not
time
about
for that
it's-
either.
True, and it's not about this particular case. It's about an entirely different thing concerning the Crater Lake.
Again, you do this
And
for me.
the-
I answer few tiny questions, small secrets.
All right, all right. You can see Victor's like it's visible that Victor's reining in the curiosity. Like he
Yeah.
was about to take something from his pocket, like there was a piece of paper already. He was like, "Damn it!" Actually, we'd probably take a phone, but yeah, still.
Yeah. Okay, so nice of you to have us. We should probably get out of your hair right now and hope the best for your
Yeah.
endeavors here.
I would recommend you sort of stay in the area. If they come this weekend, then try to make yourself not seen, not heard till then, or when things go down. I don't know. Try to
Right.
help.
Is it safe to camp outside of the town, or would you suggest against that?
We know you're sent now.
Because we are technically doing a nature documentary, and he points to Peter.
No. I know what you
Sort of.
worry about. Do not worry. We have your scent now. We will not come after you.
All right. So, Peter, we could go do a video out there. We could stay in the vicinity, and that give us a plausible reason to exist within this area, and we'll still be close by to help.
There is the
when those bastards
glamping.
come. That is true. So
glamping.
it should be
enjoy
safe for
that.
us to stay.
You want to go to the Vegas glamping location? I mean, you can.
No. I think we should try and do an authentic, like you could have an actual authentic desert survival video done here. We could actually do something actually proper here in this area and still be close enough should things come to a head this weekend.
Sure.
Like you could actually have some real material.
We should probably discuss this on our way out. But
Sure.
we'll be
let's-
around. He says to the grandma, like, we'll be around. And
Okay.
starts to already, like, basically
Drag Victor.
and, like, turn him physically around to actually leave this place by him.
Yeah, Victor's like,
Yeah, she will sort of tap at the kid in the chair and goes, Manuel, let our guests out, please. At which point the kid in the chair will sort of, sleepily get up and then, shaking a little bit, walking left to right, wander over to the gate and open the gate up for you.
Holy crap! Ooh.
Thank you for your
Okay.
kindness,
So
madam.
cool.
He
whispers as we're a few steps away. Like as we're by the gate. He's like, man. He's like,
as we're finally, let's go into the car, and then Peter's like, Victor, what the hell are you doing? Just spilling all of our beans to her.
I mean, how else are we going to get the information?
Yeah, good strategy, but bad
I
plan.
know the risks, but we were getting
telling
nowhere by being vague.
Sure, okay, but now she knows about the Leopold Brotherhood too.
Yeah, that means she's gonna keep quiet or move away from this territory.
Move away from this
Moving
territory.
as a-
She's a monster. We should not let her just go out and you know, like she said.
100%. I 100% agree
didn't-
with Peter.
Yeah, she didn't
I know.
know we were part of the gang. She just assumed it and tried to fucking kill us. And now,
Yeah, because
you're
tracked,
trying. Yeah. And now you're making her go scot-free, killing other innocents. What the hell is wrong with you?
Like she said, this is about revenge. They attack,
Yeah,
and
revenge
she's
against
defending.
Us? We haven't
No, it's
attacked
not-
her.
No, she wasn't
no,
very
like
clear
he
about
said-
where it originated from, to be honest. To be fair. She has beef
Well,
with some guy, and now she's
some guy
murdering
in
all
one of the
guys.
gangs.
Right.
One of the gangs, yes. And
Right.
they're protecting the perpetrator. And like she said,
Right.
they're attacking and targeting the gangs. Like, this is
Right,
just
yeah.
a very angry grandmother.
Yeah.
I get it. She has
Also,
power.
this is
So what the hell is the difference
ancient
between
fucking grandmother killing
Yeah.
people who she thinks are gang members.
Yeah. What's the difference between her killing people and the gang members killing people? Why is it okay
between
for her to use her
killing
powers?
gang members and her killing us when obviously there was no difference? See, catch my point?
No, like she said, she thought it was the gang tracking, and I understand that. That makes her incredibly dangerous. But that was also us
Yeah, but
going
that
somewhere in
also
the
could
night
be-
when...
It's not like she fucking knocked on our window and asked.
True.
No.
She sent a
what
fucking
we should-
owl thing.
Yeah.
Just
Owl
stomping
thing.
on us.
So what we should do actually is play along, make her think we're playing for her, and then like
So how
when
far should I
she
drive,
drops
by the
her
way?
guard.
Do you want to
staying
kill
there
her
with the-
entire family?
Yes.
Well, yeah, they're
as
the
I-
murderous
Okay,
ones
so
too.
then we're potentially
Park my
killing
car
innocents.
somewhere
How
a
are we
little
any
further.
better than her? Or the gang?
Well, okay, Start with
You're
her.
securing
I don't care
that
about
none of the
anything else.
information goes
He
around.
tried to kill us.
Right. My
Eye
point
for an eye.
is, my point.
That was her thing as well.
Sure, that's because they actually killed someone. We
Did they?
survived. And look, I get you guys. My point is, you kill her, there's probably already an apprentice.
They will
That
kill the
information
apprentice as
has been
well.
passed onwards. We don't know who that is. And if you start killing the entire family,
fucking
you're no
figure
better
out.
than the
We got a
gang,
couple
you're no
days
better than
left.
her.
Sure, but we can
I
do
never
our
claimed
due
I was
diligence.
better. I'm just making the
Right,
world.
so you have no legs to stand on in this.
I don't.
No,
but I'm not
but we
asking for a
can
leg to
actually-
stand on. Only thing I care about is getting rid of the supernatural in the area, which includes her.
Which include
And
you
her.
with your fucking dream world ability. You're supernatural at this point. Which part of that do you not understand? Aren't
Well,
you going to
yeah,
slit
and
your
I'm
own
living
throat?
quite a fucking dangerous life. Eye for an eye and all that. Like, just as we discussed, like, I'm not expecting to live too long. Of like, I don't expect to die on a deathbed somewhere with this kind of lifestyle in my old ripe age.
Anyway, the point is, we can actually do. We don't have to go nuclear on this. We can just like. We know she is. We just witnessed her using some weird powers, so we should get rid of her. And yeah, we can try to find the apprentice, get rid of them too. But if we can't, at least one monster less is found in this world. And maybe we saved some innocents on our way. And if we get rid of her before the gang gets here, maybe, they don't have to fucking kill this whole town.
They will, though. They don't care. She's the only thing
Well,
that protects the 37 people here, or 37 minus her family who live here at this point.
The reporter gal I have, she has contacts in the gangs. She could just contact them, say the problem's
And
gone now. You don't have to go there.
I mean, it depends on how much her contact has pull.
Sure, but
I mean,
are we
you're a
going to
sniper,
risk?
right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
will.
indeed.
Right. So what?
I could just
technically
take
what
a
you-
position far away.
somewhere. Yeah, if
Sniper.
you can make it as an accident, sure. While the rest of us pretend we're helping them fight the creatures.
I'm assuming you're
Or
having this
the-
conversation, by the way, like
It's
in
in
the
a
car,
car.
somewhat
It's-
away.
Yeah,
In the
yes,
car,
yes,
yeah.
yes. While we're driving.
Yes, while you're
The
driving.
problem is, problem is, we need to get the, because the desert, now the damned kittens, they come to bite our ass, right? Because I can't take a position in a like super high up, exactly vantage point to the to her house. She's gonna
Yeah, you
know it
can.
instantly.
No, just mask your scent. I don't know, drench yourself in fucking gasoline. Rolling shit. You're a hunter. Mask your scent.
Yeah, mask my scent. Last time we're that if they don't know my scent, last time I got attacked by an owl thing.
The point, and that owl
yeah.
thing will be busy with the gang, so it's not coming
Hopefully.
for you.
Oh, so now we're doing it my way?
Well, I mean, I'm clearly not able to talk you out of this. I would let her do her thing. I don't give a shit about the gang. Like she said, the only thing she cares about is the cactus kitties. This is an act of revenge that is being enacted on people who killed her grandson. And then she's going to, and as she said, once this is over, she's going to disassemble the thing, and that's it. She goes back to tending the cactus kitties. She doesn't like the attention, but she's a pissed off grandmother. Or great grandmother, however old she is. Anyway,
I'm just
she's a
doubling.
pissed.
I'm making sure that I'm hearing this correctly. You're suggesting what I suggested today morning, right?
Which is what?
When you took great offense because
I mean, I'm
insects
still
could be
taking a
killed.
great offense. I still
But
don't
you
want to
still-
kill her. I want to pick her brain to know the information that she has. But I know it's pointless with you two meatheads. You're not going to budge.
Obviously,
And if
dead
this is the way
grandmother's
we-
not going to teach you any secrets, nor will she just hand over that thing. Also, who knows how you're exactly going to find what you're looking for and kill that thing if things go
Yeah.
awry.
Also, there's no say that if we kill her, the magic is gone. We kill her,
Definitely.
that might let loose the reins of the Stagini.
Oh,
It just
Probably.
goes loose. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. So
That
you
is
would also be
completely-
killing this
it's blood
entire
magic.
area with her. Yeah.
No.
So do you
What-
really want to kill her?
she did not
Like, sure.
sound very convincing on how she commands the creature.
Anyway,
right. Well, she said that it's about scent.
We should be close enough
Right.
so that when
Right.
you see, you could use
It's still gonna
pinpoint
be-
to actually
still gonna
find
be
the
based on
place where
scent.
we're supposed to be.
Even if she's dead.
Yeah, but I would have to be where the Stagini is. And even then, if it's far away, if it's like back at the mine where they're attacked, well, we were attacked, there's no way for me to accurately pinpoint it on a map. It's not like I swing a crystal over a map and it goes point. It was a vague, and even then, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes I just get a glimpse of a weakness, and sometimes I get more. It's not an exact ability or gift.
Wonder what it would have shown if you'd use it on Grandma here.
Well, she's looks like human, so likely nothing. It doesn't really work on normal humans.
She
Even
didn't
normal
seem
humans that would
she
just
didn't seem
tap
very normal.
somebody and bring them back from the dead.
Yeah, but that,
You're the
is,
guy who
at her
was
base,
just
she's
accusing
still a
me of
human.
being supernatural.
Yeah, and you can see through things. You can
Right,
go
and I can
into-
see through her, and she is definitely
Right.
way older than what she looks like.
Yes,
regularly.
that is what my, and he makes air quotes, second sight. I mean, let's be honest, you yourself have used powers even before the whole dream power thing that you got. Look, we are not exactly normal people. Let's
No.
not kid ourselves.
No.
We
I'm
can
not
see
kidding.
things that shouldn't. I mean, technically, I would still count all of us as supernatural. We are not
Technically,
normal
you would
human
be
beings.
correct.
Yeah, and like I'm pretty sure you've said that you have the ability to freeze someone in their tracks by looking at them. That already sounds like magic. So the whole "we should totally kill all supernaturals" kind of loses its basis when we technically belong to that, which is
Yeah, I
Anyway.
can make someone stay in a place for like a couple
monster,
seconds.
yeah, a non-human,
Right.
which sounds magic to me. But
Which is
That's
in
beside-
your
that's
mind
beside the point.
comparable to using blood magic entrails and sending off a fucking hound dog, well, owl, to murder a bunch of people. So it's just the same.
I mean, you're the one who said you want to eradicate the supernatural. I'm
And
just
you're the
pointing
one
out that we
that's
belong in
clinging
this-
on to semantics a little too much here.
Yes, because we technically belong to that group, so it needs to be narrowed down. Like Bigfoot and the grandma and us, we're kind of technically in the same term. My point is, killing her is well, she's an angry grandmother. Yes. Is she dangerous? Is she capable of terrible things? Yes. So far, we only know that that thing has targeted the gang, and that she controls it by the scent of things, which means the people around here seemingly safe because the kitties relay the scent, which she then uses apparently to tell the predator who is off limits. We were caught in a crossfire because they thought the gang had caught them, and
Yeah, no, I
that's why
understand
we
that
were
part.
put on the bloodhounds like trail. And yes, I understand it's
Yeah,
dangerous, but
that's a good excuse at least. Yeah.
right.
Like when did they pick our scent up? At the parking lot with the alpacas?
Probably from the phone that was brought to its hunting ground. I touched it, you touched it, our scent was on it.
There are many questions here, and a lot of it will come down to exactly the words she used in broken English and how things are interpreted. Because I know I said things in ways that could easily be interpreted one way or another.
Yes. Also, this is more of a
It's also
character versus character.
Yes.
Yeah, this is character versus character. This is the guy who doesn't want to kill the source of vast information, and the guy who's just like supernatural, put a bullet in it.
But you have at least a day to go before the weekend where things
hell
end.
yeah, next session is gonna be interesting.
Next session, just literally you two just fucking fighting all session about let's do A, let's do B, let's do A, let's do B.
I don't think you can stop me in my place if I'm gonna come and hit you and just knock you unconscious and do it my way. So
Sure, I mean that's why he's like, okay, let's send a sniper so we don't kill an entire family of people at the off chance that one of them knows what she's doing.
Yeah, no, sniper sounds good.
At least minimize the damage to the granny, which will probably release the monster and kill everyone, but then that's on you.
Yeah, well, the problem is there are still many unknowns here.
Yes.
You have been given an alternative way forward. Way forward 1, don't do anything. Wait for the gang problem to resolve itself. Way forward 2, assist and get some stuff out of it. Way forward 3, kill Granny and question mark.
Yeah. I mean, we still need the end trail.
Always go the question mark route. It leads to profit. We all know it.
Well, with that in mind, also you don't really know what certain motivations are from other end, or how things play into it, or exactly what happened, because you didn't ask, but who knows. Either way, next time you'll probably need to resort to some sort of planning session, which, everyone's favorite. Or you're like, fuck it, it's weekend, let's go, woo! And then we'll see what happens there. Either way, unless there's something that you think should really be resolved right now.
No, I feel like
No.
But I do want to next week do a little bit of more moral bickering and
that's fine.
fucking around Nelson, maybe talking with some of the local people here, maybe swaying people in one way or another, a little bit more.
Plan, bickering.
Yes.
More inter-character relations. Let's break them down.
Great. Well, if no one has anything to really do now, then that'll be the plan for next time. And we will end the session here.
Thank you for the session.
Thank you for the session.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night.